All right. Here we are. Here we go. All right. Had to get situated here. Marcus Bell, what's going on, man? So, man, yeah. All right, I'm straight. I'm good. All right. So, back again, man. Feel like it's been a minute. I think it's been 3 days. I said I was busy this whole weekend, so yeah, a lot of stuff to go back and talk about here. I want to go back and talk about the fights this past weekend, of course, and just some other WMMA talk too. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the BKFC coming up as well, and just kind of give you my thoughts because I know bare knuckle boxing has kind of been hitting the scene harder, and you got a lot of women from the UFC. Well, not a lot, but you got a few women from MMA going over there. So I want to go back and talk about that a little bit. I haven't really given my full thoughts on that. But yeah, let's talk UFC 264, man. As a whole, I'm not going to talk about every single fight, but I want to talk about the women's fights and just give you my quick reaction and final thoughts to Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. This third fight, it wasn't really a fight that I wanted to see. I know they were dead even. 1-1. Conor won the first fight. Dustin won the second fight. But it wasn't really like a story at that point that I wanted to see keep going, man. It wasn't like any history there that I wanted to see with Conor and Dustin anymore. It's not like a rivalry that really was burning for me to see in the world of MMA. Probably because of Conor McGregor too, just because he just seems like a different person, and a different fighter now. I don't think he's really evolving. He's kind of just hit a plateau at the same time. It looks like he's kind of regressing a little bit. He's definitely not improving, and he's definitely not becoming any more than he is now. And I think Dustin Poirier, he's just been getting better, improving, learning from his mistakes. And that's why I was just I don't think he's ever going to beat him at this point. I know a lot of people feel Conor had it in him, but those are just the casual fans, just those McGregor fans. I'm not a big McGregor fan, but I don't want to see the guy get hurt either. I don't want to see him go in there and get killed or turn into a vegetable like I was talking about in my video. So I'm just at this point pretty much done with it. A fourth fight doesn't make any sense to me. I don't care if Conor was screaming doctor stoppage over and over. He sounded like a little kid. Just whenever he loses at a game, he's just making an excuse like, hey, the sun was in his eye. But it was just one of those freak accidents that happens, and I think to me it was kind of like a saving grace for him. I think it happened for a reason, to save himself. It's kind of like with Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva when they broke their legs in the first round of their fights. I think that was a way. It was grotesque. It looked painful, and they dealt with a little bit of pain for a few months. They go through surgery, but that's better than going through brain damage, or being put in a coma. So to me, suffering that type of accident, it looks bad on our end. He's good now after a 3-hour leg surgery. To me, that was like a sign to say it might be time to hang it up. That's just me though. Because like I said, there's not really much he can do at this point. And to me, he kind of just seems like a shell of himself from so much damage he's taken throughout his career. And he's not really turning into anything better. He's just kind of living off the name of Conor McGregor. So that's just pretty much my thoughts on that. Everybody's seen it now, how he threw that kick. There was 2 kicks that he thrown in that last final seconds of the fight. Two Beasts, what's up, man? There was 2 kicks he thrown, one that kind of hit the backside of Dustin Poirier, and it looked like where he put his weight back on it, it kind of he kind of leaned forward like he was in pain, and then he turned to southpaw. Well, he threw another kick. He threw in one more after that, and it hit the elbow of Dustin, and then he turned to southpaw and then threw that punch. And as he came down on it, it just gave out and, crumbled on him. So whatever the kick was, I mean, it just showed you that, to me, Conor McGregor, he wasn't really making smart choices in there. Like he wasn't in the first fight. He was trying to commit to being this kickboxer and this striker all night instead of fighting smart. He's just trying his best to contend and thinking he has the most powerful kicks or the powerful stand-up. But, I mean, you got to switch it up now, man. Like, we shouldn't have to tell a superstar that, right? Somebody that's at the top of the game. But sometimes, that level, that big head that these fighters get, that ego they forget that they're not invincible, So when you ride high for so long, you smell yourself for so long that you forget it. You forget that you're human, So So from here, that's why he had to get shut down and humbled here with this type of freak accident to prove it again that you are human. You can have all the money in the world to save you from all of these bad things that you do, but one little thing like this, boom, you bleed like everybody else. Look at your ear. Your ear was bleeding. Your bones can break. You ain't nothing invincible, You ain't nothing special. That's that higher power telling him that, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit because you get this aura from Conor McGregor now, like it's not just the hard work anymore. Like he's not just bringing the hard work type of element. He's just bringing that conceitedness, that arrogance, and just kind of negative energy to the game, And I was glad Dustin Poirier finished in the second time, and I give Dustin Poirier credit for this fight too. I mean, if his leg hit the elbow, you can just say, hey, Dustin Poirier still did the damage. He connected on him and he did the damage. You could say his defense was able to break him. So he deserves credit. I mean, people were booing him, but hey, a win's a win for him, right? I don't want to see a fourth fight, though. I don't care to see a fourth fight. Stamina, what's up, man? Stamina said breaker gang. Mr. Lee, what's going on, man? But yeah, I wanted to give my thoughts on, this live stream. I talked about it in a video, but I'm pretty much done with their trilogy now. They need to just move on. I think that Mary Thomas, what's up? I just need to see Dustin Poirier get this title shot now. I mean, what do y'all think before we move on? I mean, what is it about Conor that makes him special besides the antics now? I mean, comes to the octagon like a WWE character. I'm just not feeling it anymore, But yeah, let me see what y'all were saying. To be said, I may be in the minority, but I don't feel as Conor is out of his league and could have pulled off a victory. Yeah, he could have. Of course, yeah. If the fight went on, he probably could have. He could have, but I still think that pace was too much for him. I think that pace favored Dustin Poirier, in my opinion, because you could see like Conor McGregor was landing some hard leg kicks on Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier maybe eventually would have got broken down, but he took him well, and he returned the same firepower to Conor and said, look, I can match you with this. And then when he went in the pocket, he landed that good combination and rocked Conor. Then Conor tried to go in for that clinch. And to me, that was kind of like setting the pace for Dustin Poirier to come on strong. You see Dustin Poirier, he was able to slip out of that guillotine attempt and just control the fight on top. And I think Dustin Poirier's pace was going to be too much. Dustin Poirier, he could have fought at this pace, I think, for 3 or 4 more rounds, or 2 or 3 until he finished Conor. But to me, Conor, yeah, he probably could have won if he caught Dustin. That was my point. Like, I think he could have won if he maybe caught him, but I don't think he was going to break Dustin Poirier down. Like, I don't think he was ever going to make adjustments to dominate him, That's how I feel too, but it's like, I just saw him get reeled into a high-paced fight with Dustin and kind of blow his load there with those strikes. And, I mean, eventually Dustin was going to figure that out. Like, Dustin was going to check the kicks or he was going to counter and eventually stop Conor. You know, I think Conor's game wasn't really switching up to me. Like Conor's game was, as you can see, start fast and look for the finish and fight at this high pace and, you know, land them hard punches. But eventually, if he wasn't going to get stopped, Dustin Poirier was going to take over, you know. And the thing about Conor, he doesn't really use anything else anymore. Like, he doesn't use wrestling. He tries to use his boxing style, like he's Floyd. Like he tries to measure distance, but he's not a master at range like Floyd is. I mean, he's good at measuring range, but he can still be hit clean. You know, he can still be hit clean. His lead leg is open to be hit. To me, his ability to switch southpaw and orthodox is very telegraphic to me. Like I can see it coming. Like if I can see it, I know Dustin sees it coming. Like every which way he's trying to switch in these fights, I see it coming. That's why whenever Dustin Poirier was able to get in the pocket and land that combination, I was like, boom, there you go. You know, he knew that was coming. So I think he would have had to dug deep like the old Conor to find that win. But to me, I just didn't see it coming. That's me personally, though. Hang on, let me read y'all comments here, what y'all were saying. Shoot. Yeah, I forgot to put that in the title because I wanted to talk about this a little bit. Hold on. How do you spell his name? Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, I didn't even tell y'all what else we were going to talk about, but yeah, I'll do it in a second since we were talking about this McGregor Poirier fight, though. All right, what were y'all saying? Mary Thomas said, yeah, I think Conor would have had a chance if his leg didn't break. 2B said also he showed a clear change in this fight versus the last. I don't know if it was like a clear change. Like to me, I think he was still landing with that same intensity of the first fight, and Dustin, he just figured it out, man. You are in a minority, but you have a lot of vocal comrades if you ever need that sort of thing. Robot Chicken said Conor needs to lay off the proper 12A drink, drink some milk. The boss Conor looked dead tired already at the end of the round when they stood up. Yeah, like even before the breaking of the leg, breaking of his tibia, he looked tired. He looked tired to me. You know, Conor McGregor already looked kind of gassed because the ground and pound. I mean, y'all got to give Dustin Poirier credit for that. Them elbows he was landing. Yeah, Conor was doing all right on his back. He was landing some elbows to the top of Dustin Poirier's head, but that kind of woke that monster up in Dustin Poirier. Dustin started raining down blows. His ground and pound was pretty vicious, and I think that's where the fight would have been the second and third round until he eventually stopped. And Dustin Poirier is complete. Yeah, I think he's much more complete. His boxing is better. His clinch work is better. I think he uses his ground game more so effectively now. I think Conor, you know, he's kind of abandoned that now. His wrestling's kind of just out the door. Mr. Lee, Conor McGregor's Ronda Rousey now. Damn. Mary Thomas said that's because Conor didn't stand up. Let's see. Stamina to change equals no improvement. You'd be hard pushed to find a 30-second section. That Conor fight was winning. It was a total shutout, but Conor only really had a few isolated, not so meaningful moments. Yeah, that's why I think Stamina, like, he had a few moments, and every time he had a moment, Dustin would come back with something better. You know, Dustin would come back with something better to me. Why they fight again? They just fought in January. Conor wanted the fight right away, Mr. Lee. He wanted to take that fight, you know, right on. You know, he wanted it. Dana gave it to him. And it, according to the, you know, MMA story, their storyline, the Conor McGregor storyline, the second fight wasn't supposed to go that way. You know, the second fight wasn't supposed to go that way. So they had to, you know, run it back. And hopefully they thought that, you know, Dustin Poirier would fold in this third fight. But no, he didn't. You know, Dustin Poirier came in with his game plan, and it showed you, look, I'm the more complete fighter here. Let me see, not who's that? Oh, Marcus. Marcus said, I hear some people calling Dustin's win a fluke. What about Chris Weidman fought Anderson Silva? That was, but Dustin Poirier's win was not a fluke. Not at all. But the only thing I can, like I said, I can compare about the leg is like just a sign saying, okay, it might be time to stop. You know what I mean? Like when these fighters break their legs, they're lucky they're breaking their legs and they're not getting concussions and they're not getting put into a coma and they don't have brain bleeds and so on. You know what I mean? Like I think when your leg breaks from such a crazy freak accident in the first round, that's telling you that you might not be built for this anymore. I mean, maybe, you know, for a younger fighter, no, of course not. But like for these older fighters that keep fighting and they don't get the message, you know, they get put through this type of meat grinder, you know. Mr. Lee said this fight looked like it was going to be a repeat of the last fight. That's what I thought. Conor sounded like a cartoon villain in the post-fight interview. Robot Chicken said, what makes you think he's not done? All Conor does is use kicks to set up his left hand. Right. Yeah. He's done to me. Like, he's done. That's just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what some of these people are saying. That's a fluke. All right. But yeah. That's what I wanted to talk about real quick. I want to give you my thoughts on that. But hold on here. Just fixing something here. All right. So Dustin Poirier, yeah. What's next for him? Title shot, right? I think Dustin Poirier deserves a title shot, right? What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section before we jump on here. Yes or no? Yeah, Marcus. His leg said, "I'm done, man." His leg was like, "I'm done with this, man." Because if you're not gonna leave, look, we gonna make you leave. That's what his leg said. His leg was like, "Look, we done, man." And he's like, you ain't gonna keep having me hit elbows all night. What I say in my post, I meant to say Ray Oliver. I meant to say, yeah, Charles. Yeah, that's the next fight because he's number one. So that's the fight that should happen next. Yeah, Charles is next. Okay, yeah, he should be. But yeah, I don't want to see Dustin versus Conor 4. I don't want to see that. It's like a sequel to a movie. Like you don't want to see that next sequel, man. It's just like bad, horrible. What makes them think another one's gonna be good, What's that in Police Academy movies? They just keep making sequels, and you be like, man, I don't want to see that no more. Mary Thomas said, yeah, leg injuries are less bad. Rose could have suffered serious brain damage from the first on drive fight. Right. I think it was a mixture of anger and ego that made Rose jump right back in there. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Stamina. The injury was a fluke. Like, yeah, it's one of them freak accidents. Like I said, it's a freak accident like that where, might won't happen the second time. Lightning don't strike in the same place like they say. But Dustin Poirier's win, to me, yeah, it was legit. And I mean, yeah, I don't know, yeah. But yeah, Charles Oliveira, to me, that's gonna be the next. Yeah, Mary, yeah. See, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but I probably understand what you mean. Yeah, Harry Potter, Twilight. I say Police Academy, Lethal Weapon. Like, I mean, some people like them Lethal Weapon movies, but when you got up to number 4, I'm like, man, that's enough. 3 or 4. See, I like Friday the 13th. You can keep Well, Friday the 13th, when you got up to like after 8, I'm done with Friday the 13th. But I did like the first 8 or 9 when you got up to them crazy numbers. There's a time to stop, man. Colton, what's up? Colton said, who should be next for Irene Aldana? Ooh, yeah. Hold on to that. That's a good question. We're gonna get to that in a minute, Colton. Hold that thought. We're gonna talk about that. Mr. Lee, Rocky 10, right? Rocky 10. Yeah, when you get up to them ridiculous numbers with sequels, I'm just like, man, come on. Like, it's time to it's time to end this. Like, to me, yeah, like before I jump to the next topic, Conor McGregor just hasn't really shown any type of growth to me to say I want to see him in there, risk it all against this guy he just can't get past, I think every time they fight, Dustin Poirier is going to get more and more polished with it and just continue to break him down, and he's going to figure out Conor McGregor, piece by piece, minute by minute, every round. He's going to say, okay, I know what to expect. Oh, Mary said that the paper's gonna say doctor stoppage. Yeah. If for the sake of the number one contender that won, maybe, but if he wants it down the line, like if he wanted to defend his title against Conor McGregor, then fine. But I think he has more on his mind now where he wants to move on, and I think moving on would be better because a fourth fight, right after, it wouldn't make sense. But maybe if you let Conor fight somebody else, I could make that argument. Then maybe he could get his fourth fight after he was, let's say if he beats, Oliveira. So, he wins that fight, maybe defend it against Conor, and just end it. Just end it. Just end it, right? Yeah, them Fast and Furious movies, like 8 of them. Like I haven't watched. I think I've seen any of them, man. I wasn't a fan. Like when I saw the first one, I wasn't a fan. So, but okay, y'all. Let's jump to some WMMA now. Let's jump to this. Let's see, WMMA talk here. I don't want to keep talking about Conor with y'all. I mean, interesting stuff just because of what happened. But I don't want to waste time on this. All right. So let's talk about this fight first. Just Jennifer Maia versus Jessica Eye. Like I said in my post-fight, I felt the first time around that the fight was very, very close, and I almost had Jessica Eye winning. But as I said, I was kind of multitasking at the time. I was kind of doing some other stuff during the third round, and I was watching the first round and the second round. The first round, I did say, all right, Jessica Eye is applying this effective aggression that judges tend to like, and I was just seeing Jennifer Maia kind of set this pace on the back foot, and I was like, okay, what's going on here? Why is she taking this type of approach? I thought she should have been standing her ground in the center of the octagon a little bit more and showing her physical strength. But, she wanted to box off the back foot, and that effective aggression in the first round was favoring Jessica Eye. Jessica Eye was pumping the jab out. She was always pumping it out in the face, touching Maia, and, going to the body. I think it's kind of all in what you look at in that first round. That's kind of what it came down to, because sometimes you might say Jessica Eye was effective with her aggression. She got a takedown in the round. Didn't do much with it, but she got a takedown. She landed some good jabs, and there was effective aggression. Jennifer Maia, you could argue that she was landing more crisper strikes. And if you're a fan of crisp strikes, then that's what you'll you'll score the round for. When the scorecards were read, 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27, I honestly thought that they were going to give it to Jessica Eye. I did. I thought they were going to give it to her because of the aggression, her continuing to come forward every round. I mean, they did that to Katlyn Chookagian when she fought Jessica Eye, right? So I thought this time around they were going to do the same thing, when it was 30-27, I thought they were. I thought that was a little too much, though, 30-27, because I did feel Jennifer Maia did do enough to win the second round. And, going in that third round, she was landing more, even though Jessica Eye was walking forward, coming forward every minute of the third round. Now, again, like, I'm just kind of basing it off of how judges usually look at it first before I give you my opinion. That's what I'm saying. Like, the third round, I thought they were going to give to Jessica Eye because of the continuously coming forward. And that's what MMA judges usually do, right? Like, they don't really score fighting off the back foot, which they should. But this time, it looks like the judges, they saw fair this time, and they said, okay, effective aggression is what we're going to go with. I mean, boxing off the back foot and striking off the back foot and counterpunching is what we're going to look at this time, right? So I thought that was much better. Second time I watched the fight, like I said, I saw the much cleaner shots. I was like, okay, Jennifer Maia is doing some nice work here. She was doing some nice work. Nice work with the striking, but overall, smart fight? No. I don't think that she should have fought the way she did. I mean, like we said, she has more tools. She has a better ground game. Her jiu-jitsu is better. She's physically strong. She stood her ground more with JoJo and, hit JoJo with some good, clean shots. When Jennifer Maia and JoJo fought, they were in that pocket for just a little bit, and Jennifer Maia was landing good shots on JoJo, and eventually she took her down, which is what I thought the game plan here was, stay in the center of the octagon, land them hard shots on Jessica Eye, time her and land something big, and then take her down in the center, keep her away from the fence, and then out-muscle her, maul her, and submit her. Cynthia Calvillo actually had a better game plan when she fought Jessica Eye, take away the jab. Jennifer Maia did take away the jab. I will give her that. She took away the jab in the second round, but Calvillo, she took away the jab, and then she started, taking the fight to the ground and being more rough and rugged, putting Jessica Eye on her back. I thought that was going to be the game plan for Maia. What do y'all think? Hold on here. Let's see. Marcus Bell said Jennifer Maia was wowing the judges more than Jessica Eye. Yeah, I'm surprised. Usually they don't get wowed by that type of movement. I was really surprised. I liked it. Second time around when I got a chance to really focus on that third round, I like what Marcus. I like what Jennifer Maia was doing. I was like, this is smart boxing. This is really smart movement. She was creating a lot of space and dipping out. She was cracking her with the right hand, taking Jessica Eye's jab away. And I was like, the thing is, I don't think the judges are going to like it. But this time around, they liked it. They usually like the fighter coming forward. Yeah, Jessica Third Eye, man. Jessica Third Eye, she suffered a beating. I mean, the blood, of course, was from the headbutt. But still, that just adds more spice to it. Stamina said, aggression and octagon control are only meant to be considered for round judging if none other than the criteria apply. No strike count to compare significant strikes / damage, etc. Yeah, aggression, it seems like in the world of MMA, though, like they've always been for that. Like, to me, even in that Katlyn Chookagian fight with Jessica Eye, I think it just kind of goes down to the judges because Katlyn was landing better punches than Jessica Eye. The only difference was she was coming forward. She continued to come forward. Yeah, like I just think Jessica Eye in that fight, it was kind of the same thing. I think in this one, though, Maia, her punches, of course, they're much more crisper than Caitlyn's kick, and that was definitely a big factor in it, though. 2B said he felt I won. Okay, yeah. Like I said, the first time I watched it, but I had to go back and watch it, though. You said you missed the last 5 and 7 minutes. That's a critical part, though, 2Bs. Yeah. Definitely go back and watch it. Go back and watch the fight. It'll change your mind. Yeah, you missed a critical part of the fight because Jessica Eye, she started getting hit a lot, and she started late in the 3rd round. Jessica Eye was very she was again aggressive, but she was, what's the word I'm looking for here for Jessica Eye in that 3rd round? She was, like I say, she was procrastinating because she was like just waiting. She was walking forward, but she wasn't landing anything. Jennifer Maia was landing the better punches. So go back and look at that last 5 to 7 minutes that you missed, which is pretty much what, the 3rd round. Yeah, you pretty much missed the 3rd round there, 2B. So go back and look at that round, and you'll see. You'll see that she was falling behind in that 3rd round, and she did give it away. 2B said, according to stats, they were pretty close even, so I figured based on what commentary was saying, there wasn't a clear distinction. I meant of this chat. Oh, even the commentary, man. There were some bad calls in commentary. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there was a point too where DC said Jessica Eye landed a good right uppercut, but he didn't call the left hook by Jennifer Maia. And to me, the left hook that Jennifer Maia landed was much more effective because when they both stepped in at the same time, Jessica Eye let this little right uppercut go, but there was really no effect to it. But that left hook that came from Jennifer Maia, it banged, man. It did catch her on the chin. It was a good shot, and they didn't even call that. And then there was a couple other good right hands where, what was it? Jessica Eye stuck out a jab, and she got caught by Jennifer Maia right hand. They ignored it. They were ignoring it. So I think, hang on one second. No. Yeah, I think the judges were, not the judges, but the commentaries, again, you have to kind of watch that with the sound off because they weren't really calling the best punches either. And again, I think it was because of the fighting off the back foot. They tend to see that as running. MMA judges always kind of think that's kind of like running. But I saw some very clean, effective punching from Jennifer Maia. Very much so. Jessica did land some good punches. I ain't gonna lie. She landed some crisp shots, but there was nothing to really do damage or get the respect to Jennifer Maia. Jennifer Maia was still continuing to pick her shots and take nice angles. And like you see in that picture, just take advantage of that bloody moment too. She opened that cut back up in the 3rd round, man. I mean, where's that other picture too? Like Jennifer Maia landed a big shot. I remember at the end of the round, you could almost see like the skull of Jessica Eye too, man. I was like, damn. Yeah, but it was definitely an entertaining fight, though. I mean, just in a technical standpoint too, what you could look for in fights, what judges look for. Jennifer Maia and her ability to take away a punch, take away a weapon of her opponent. Good stuff, man. It was a good fight, though. I enjoyed it. I just wish Jennifer Maia would have taken more out of her ground game. I wanted to see her fight more of a. I wanted to see her fight more of a. Just a smart, dominant fight where I know she had the better wrestling, the better ground game, and let's go this way. Let's take it to the ground and just submit the girl. Let's not look for fight of the night. Let's stop looking for fight of the night and toe-to-toe action, man. Like, I want to see somebody just get dominated in the flyweight division. And that's the problem. Like, the flyweight division right now, that's why we can all safely say Valentina is going to stay where she's at for a number of years until time catches up to her. Time is Valentina's only enemy. I got a video coming. I just came up with a video. I'm going to talk about it in a video though. Time is the only thing. Time is Valentina's enemy. That's all. Time is that's her only enemy right now on the plate, because the rest of the flyweight division is always a 50-50 fight in the top 10. I mean, we can always say our favorite's going to win, or we're going to say, oh, it's 30-20. We'll say it's 70-30, or we'll say it's 80-20 because we like this person. But really, every fight just about in the top 5 is 50-50, man. Like, really it is, because nobody is really using the number one thing. What's the number one thing we always talk about, man? On my channel, I talk about IQ. Like, nobody's really using their IQ to step above the rest. Now, I'm not saying Jennifer Maia is not a smart fighter, but this could have been the fight where she could have used that muscle and that strength to make this a much easier fight. And that's what I thought she was going to do. I think that's what a lot of people thought she was going to do, because she has a better ground game, right? She has better jiu-jitsu than Jessica Eye. And like I said in my live stream, Jessica Eye has boxing. Jennifer Maia has boxing. But why make it 50-50 fight? Why not use what you have that's better than that fighter? Why not go ahead and use what you have better and make it an easy night? You don't get paid for overtime. Fight game, you don't get paid for overtime. You actually get paid more for shorter time, right? If you get the finish, you get the finishing bonus, right? You get the finishing bonus. So overtime, you don't get paid for in the sport. You get paid for making the night shorter. You want that 75,000 or 50,000 now? It went back down to 50, right? You want that finishing bonus? Shoot, make it a short night. Long night doesn't benefit you or your teeth or your brain. So that's my point. Like, I want to see more IQ from this flyweight division. That's why I say this new blood coming up. Y'all see the picture at the bottom. I'm just saying, like I said, I'm not hyping nobody, overhyping them. I'm just saying, look, we got some new blood coming up with more discipline and IQ, man. Oh, Mr. Lee said IQ. I was gonna say jab or just the facts. Oh yeah. It's the jab. Yeah. It's just the facts. We're going to just say facts now, because, the jab. That's all I'm talking about. The jab. Mr. Lee be listening. That's good. See, Mr. Lee get some points. He listening. Shout out to Mr. Lee. He listening. Yeah, see, I almost forgot because I wasn't thinking about it right now. But, the jab. That's what we always talk about. The jab and IQ. But, overall facts. Overall facts, Mr. Lee. So, we'll do a video on that, man. Only enemy for Valentina right now in the flyweight division after this fight, I can honestly say, is time. It's just time right now. Because no knock again to everybody else, but everybody else is competitive amongst themselves. The rest of the division, you can't really call it. Jessica Andrade is number 1. Caitlin is number 2, but Cynthia Calvillo might have her night and beat Jessica Andrade. She couldn't beat Caitlin, but styles make fights. See, when it comes down to everybody else in the division, it's styles make fights, man. It's styles make fights. But when it's Valentina, it's the bullet kills all other styles. You know what I mean? The bullet is just tearing through everybody. Nobody else has came up with the bulletproof vest or the bulletproof helmet. Nobody's got the speed to duck the bullet. They pretty much put the blindfold on and they just, take that last cigarette and they take the bullet. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it's been like. Yeah. Flyweight division is a good division. It's entertaining, but when it comes down to somebody being a threat for the champion out of the top 10 you have right now, I don't see it. Now, we'll have good fights. Damn right, we're going to have some good fights. We got a good fight in September with Andrade and Calvillo, right? I like the fight. I definitely like the fight. But is it going to tell me who's going to be that threat for Valentina? No, not really. Not really. But I will give Jennifer Maia credit, though. After the fight, she did say that I was the only girl that went 5 rounds with Jennifer Maia, and all I need is one fight. So let's do it. So she's cool with the rematch of Valentina. I mean, that's kind of a call out, right? So she wants it. That's good talk. That was good energy from Jennifer Maia. She said I was the only one that took her 5, and we can do it again. Because I only need one fight. No need to fight way back up because she's in the top 10. So that's a positive there for Jennifer Maia. I mean, but I'm not gonna let her skip ahead from Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy still deserves her title shot. And in the meantime, I guess, Maia can wait or fight somebody else just as a stay busy fight. However it works out, though, I'm kind of cool with it because, like I said, everybody else in the division makes for a good fight, near 50-50 fight, but Valentina just is too many rungs above the rest, man. She's at the top, and nobody's really figured out how to get to the top the same way. Marcus said, and this is what separates Valentina from the rest of the flyweight division, in which those girls are still playing checkers while Valentina's playing chess. Yeah. But Marcus said, if you notice, almost all of the girls always talk about a certain attribute that they possess that can give Valentina trouble, and not their overall skill set. That's a good point, Marcus. That's one of the things that I see more so in the fighters on the come up. The 3 I'm talking about. Everybody else in the top 10 right now, like you said, Marcus, they always say, I got this, I got that. But what about your overall game? Not game plan, because you don't really need a game plan to fight. You just need to be smart and then know how to use your weapons. But when you get in there, what about your overall skill set? Like, can you adapt? Can you move? Can you take away her left hand? Can you offset Valentina's feet? Can you make it physical? Can you get her uncomfortable? Can you dictate the pace of every round? Can you not show her respect? Can you be the one to disrespect Valentina's game? Or are you going to be on the end of her punches because you're scared of the left hand? You know what I mean? Are you fearful of the power? Those are the questions that need to be answered. It's not, I have the wrestling. I have the best jiu-jitsu. Okay, well, get her to the ground. How do you plan to get her to the ground? What about your clinch game? Is your clinch game smart? Is your timing on point? Can you land on Valentina's leg, or can you grab one of those body kicks and take her down? What about all that stuff? Like, yeah, you could probably have the best jiu-jitsu. Yeah, you could probably be better than Valentina at that, but what's your overall plan to get her down, like to execute it? Right? So many of these fighters say, yeah, I'm the best grappler at 125. Like, I'll give her problems. Like, okay, you give her a problem for maybe round 1 or 2, but like, can you win? Can you say I'll dominate her? Let's not give her problems. Like, let's see you win. Let's see you disrespect her, and let's see you make it physical. Let's see you make her uncomfortable. That's another thing. Like, they say they have the best grappler. Who has the style to make her uncomfortable? Like, I don't even want to talk about who has the best wrestling and best grappling, because you have to be able to use it on her to have that. But like, who can make her uncomfortable? That's the question. Like, who can make Valentina uncomfortable? Like, who can actually have a style that's not tailor-made for her? Like, that's what they need to start really asking themselves. They need to say, how do I make her uncomfortable? Yeah, Mary, it's 2 months away, man. It's going to be a good fight to me. No, Stammer said he don't want to see the Maia Shevchenko rematch. Honestly, man, after what I watched the Maia, I watched the Maia Shevchenko fight. I watched it Thursday night after I got off the live stream with y'all. I watched it Thursday night again, Stamina, and I honestly feel like Shevchenko might stop her in the second fight. I like Jennifer Maia, but look, I watched that fight again Thursday night, and I think that Valentina Shevchenko might be able to stop Maia if they fight a second time. It's not going to go 5 because she really gave Valentina just one hard round. It wasn't that hard, but it was one round that she won. But the rest of the fight, Valentina was picking her apart. You know, she was using some nice angles to bang with 1-2 shots. She was beating her with single punches and just overall timing and rhythm. Maia was having a problem in the center of the octagon. You know, Maia was really having a problem in the center of the octagon if you go back and look at 3, 4, and 5. Eating left hands, and by the 5th round, she was battered. She was battered in that fight. And I think because Valentina started turning it on around 4 and 5. Like, Valentina started sitting down on the punches and kind of walking Maia down. And Valentina started like sitting down on her left hand and started sitting down on the kicks. Like, she was really throwing with a lot of, intensity, and she was landing on Maia. You know, Maia was getting buzzed by these punches. So my thing is, if Valentina cracked that code already, she'll probably stop her in the rematch if it happened. So yeah, she went 5 with it the first time, but it wasn't like a 5 round of contest. You know, it wasn't competitive, right? Yeah, it was a good fight though. I enjoyed the technical aspect of it because I liked how Valentina was turning angles in that fight. I like how Jennifer Maia tried to catch her on an angle, but she couldn't. You know, that's the thing. Like, she found something, but you had to have the speed and the timing to catch Valentina. Like, when Valentina started landing left hand, she started turning out at an angle, and she didn't have the speed to catch it. That's why Valentina just started picking her apart. But yeah, it was a good fight. It was a good 5-round fight of perfection. You know what I mean? Like, when somebody makes adjustments in a fight and they figure you out, and you just start making it an easy fight for yourself. You make it an easy night. Like I said, I'm not in it all the time to see fight of the night on this level. Like, when I see a champion, I want to see the champion dominate. Yeah, Stamina said 21 minutes out of 25, Maia was a step behind. Pretty clear cut. Yeah, it was clear cut. It was clear cut. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Maia is strong, but you saw who was superior in intelligence, octagon intelligence in there. It was just her intelligence was too much and her power was too much. Speed was too much. Everything, man. That's why I say, yeah, she might get stopped in the second fight if it was to happen. So yeah, not really one I want to see right now, man. Not with just what's kind of going on in the division. I think some changes need to be made amongst the flyweights here. Colton said Tatiana style is for Val. A trouble in style, you mean? Mr. Lee said Suarez may make her uncomfortable. Let me think, man, because this is a different division now. Y'all know when I mention Suarez's name at 115, it's like Suarez all day, because Suarez all day at 115, because the power in the wrestling and the attack of Suarez at 115 is just on another level. At 115, that's why they're weight classes. Weight classes are therefore different. Weight classes are going to tell you what type of styles you can see sometime. At 115, you're going to see a lot of fast, slim fighters, a lot of stand-up fighters, like Jans, the Marinas, the, growing Mackenzie Dern with her striking, the Rose Namajunas, the Joannas. You're going to see a lot of slim, short fighters, little compact fighters that like to throw hands, a lot of speedy fighters that have ground game too. But when you put a wrestler like Tatiana at 115, she dominates. She's dominating because she can take a punch. She can throw a few kicks of her own, and she can get on the inside and ragdoll you. You know, Carla, Alexa Grasso, Nina Ansaroff. That was a good fight. You know, still a unanimous decision win for her. But when you go into the 125-pound division, man, Suarez is going to need more tools. Like, you're going to meet bigger, stronger grapplers. You're going to meet physically bigger girls. You're going to meet girls that come down from 135. Girls coming down from bantamweight that are just as big as you. You know, so you're going to start meeting your match at 125. You know, you're going to meet the Jennifer Maia, the Jessica Andrade at a good, hard weight for her body, Valentina. So Tatiana at 125 is going to need BJ. What's up, man? You're going to need more to your game, and we're going to need to see what Tatiana's striking looks like before I can say she'll make her uncomfortable, man. Yeah, you know, yeah, Tatiana all day at 125, 115, but it's different, man. It's just different at 125, especially when you're talking about Valentina. And if you don't have that level of striking, you know, if you don't really have that proven level of striking, that type of track record of knockouts and overhand rights or just good jabs, then you might not have that skill set to make it uncomfortable for Valentina, if that makes sense. I hope that made sense. I think it made sense. It made sense to me because, yeah, that's one reason why I can't say Tatiana has that factor yet that's going to make her uncomfortable. We're going to have to see what she does to Roxanne, Caitlin, and Andrade first. You know, let's see her get Roxanne out of there first. Let's see. Robot Chicken said maybe Suarez can still get pieced up before completing a takedown. Yeah, you're gonna take some punches against Valentina. You know, you're gonna take them hits, and that's gonna make you weary of wanting to go in on her. Mary Thomas said, I think the sole reason Valentina is the best skilled in most is because of how early she started martial arts at 5 years old. This already put her ahead of others just learning in the teens. Yeah. And you know, it's instilled in her to this day. You know, like, I think it's not just that she learned it early. I think it's because she strives for perfection. Like, I know some kids that started at that age, but they don't stick with it. I think it's because she has a love for the martial arts, but she also has a love for being perfect and getting better. Like, it's one thing to love martial arts, but if you love martial arts and you love perfection, like, if you love perfection more, then I think that's what's going to make you better than the rest. Like, if you don't like to lose, that's really going to help you make you better. It's going to make you be harder and harder on yourself. You know, you're going to be harder on yourself. It's more than just a love for the martial art. Like, you can have love for the martial art, but how do you love it? Because Rose, she loves it. You know, I think Rose Namajunas, she loves it, but she'll disappear for a while. And, you know, she won't fight with the same intensity all the time. But Valentina has a love of being the best at everything she's done and wanting to accomplish something in everything she's done. And not a lot of the other fighters have that mindset. Like, some of these other girls, they start at like 7 or 8 too, but their focus isn't all on it. So I think it's a big part of her focus and her wanting to be a perfectionist. You know, being a perfectionist is, you know, you got to be special to be like that, man. Like, yeah. Joanna says she started at 16 and JJ was spectacular. Her striking, it looked at the difference of Val, who started 10 years earlier. Stamina said, compare the difference in skill level between the best and worst strikers Tatiana has faced versus the best and worst wrestlers Shevchenko has faced. Tatiana likely has a bigger mountain to climb. Yeah, let's put it like that. Like, let's say Tatiana, how would Tatiana do against some of the best? How would Tatiana do against some of the best strikers versus how Valentina would do against some of the best wrestlers too? Like, I think Valentina would do better against the best wrestlers than Tatiana do against the best strikers, because Valentina has that other gear. She has abilities to adjust and look just as good in another department, where Tatiana, her main goal is to get you down and wrestle. You know, her takedowns, her physical strength, her clinch game, I think could be a little bit better. I think she needs to, do more knees and use more knees in there. But I think she would have more trouble with strikers than Valentina would have trouble with wrestlers. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about this flyweight stuff a little bit longer because the last fight, the last WMMA fight on Saturday, it wasn't long anyway, right? It was just a first round, right? So we'll talk about it here in a minute. Let's see. 2B said Khabib striking versus Tatiana, scale of 1 to 2. Khabib is a 10. Tatiana's striking. Let's see. Hold on. What was that? Tatiana's striking versus Khabib striking. You're saying Khabib striking better. Yeah, Khabib striking is better. Yeah, it's better. It's getting him takedowns. His overhand right is good. It's a good setup punch. His foot placement is very educated. The way he was backing Justin Gaethje up, I was impressed. Bipolar Express said Roxanne pulls off a surprise submission. I wouldn't be surprised. Now that you say that, I wouldn't be surprised because, Roxanne is a fighter you don't count out, man. Like, I can't disagree with that, man. She's in the top 10 for a reason right now, Roxanne has like 18, 19 losses and she hasn't been cut. So, hey, there's a reason she's there, man. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm still leaning towards Tatiana in this fight, but, hey, you never know. Yeah, I think Khabib does have that other level to change to if he wanted. Like, if Khabib wanted to box or strike, maybe 3 or 4 rounds, he could win. He could win off his stand-up. In my opinion, definitely. Yeah, he has that ability to definitely win off his stand-up, man. Good, he definitely has a good right hand, so I will definitely rate his striking above Tatiana. I hope the growth is getting, I hope the growth is there as we go along, though, with Tatiana, definitely, because I think if Tatiana starts to put together punches like on the level that even Mackenzie Dern is getting to, I think she'll be a monster, man, like a monster. And if she went back down to 115, it would be over for the division. Colton said, why didn't Jennifer Maia try to take Ai down? I don't know, man. That's what we were talking. That's what I was talking about, man. Like, why didn't she take Ai down? Like, my thing is, look, Jessica Ai, her plan was to continue to put that pressure on, control the center of the octagon. That was a moment right there. That was a moment right there, because if Maia took her down in the center of the octagon, it would have been all her. You keep her away from the fence. You control her, and you get that top position, and you just control her, and she could have mauled her in the center of the octagon, and eventually got the submission. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe she wanted to stand with her. Maybe she wanted to showcase her boxing this fight. I mean, her boxing was good, but to me, I think she made it harder on herself than she should have, Colton. Like, yeah, I don't know why she didn't try to take her down. Like, she took JoJo down just like that, and made it a quick night. But yeah, she went 3 rounds here, and there was some moments in there. There was some close moments. A little too close for comfort. Mary Thomas says she had confidence in her power. Yeah, she had confidence in her power, but yeah, the power didn't really affect Jennifer Maia enough, in my opinion. Like, yeah, she didn't commit to the hard enough shot. I don't know if y'all noticed either. Like, well, I'm sure y'all noticed, but I forgot to mention it. What about the leg kicks? Like, nobody was really throwing too many kicks in this fight. I love boxing, but I wanted to see some kicks, man. I wanted to see Jennifer Maia, land more knees. She was landing good knees to the face too, but I wasn't seeing enough of that. I want to see some knees to the body, man. I wanted to see her start ripping Jessica Ai's lead leg, because Jessica Ai had a wide stance, and I don't know if y'all noticed in this fight, she was very wide standing and just in a boxing standing position, and I wanted to see more. I just wanted to see more leg kicks from Jennifer Maia. Make it easy. That probably would have opened up the knockout. Oh, yeah, Mary. I know what you meant. Yeah, Jennifer had confidence. Yes, that's why she wasn't thinking of the takedown. Yeah, but I still say that, yeah, she should have went for it whenever she seen that Jessica Ai kept coming. Jessica Ai just kept coming and coming. Like, she was taking her best punches. I think she should have just took her down. Like, yeah, she had some crisp, clean punches, but not enough to knock Ai out, as we could see. 2B said Jessica did in round 2, and Maia mixed it up at a few body head kicks in there. Yeah, she did. She did land a few, but I wanted to see like overall like level change. Where, matter of fact, yeah. What round? Yeah. Was it round 2 when? Yeah, there was a moment in round 2 Beast, where Jennifer Maia started landing the kick. When she was landing her kick, yeah, because I called this too in my video. She was landing her kicks, and it opened up the right hand. So there was that moment, but I don't think there was enough of it. Like, I wanted to see more. I wanted to see more in the first round and third round. Like, if she would have landed kicks, that probably would have made everything more fluid for her. But yeah, she was landing good kicks in the second round, because that opened up the right hand. Yeah, because she was landing leg kicks to Ai, and then she started coming over the top with the right hand. Yeah. But all right. Let's jump to the last fight here, because Colton had a question about it too. Colton said Colton had asked a question about what's next for Irene Aldana, and yeah, who he mentioned that's who I want to see her fight too. GDR next. But let's see here. All right, let's jump to this fight. Okay. Let me take that away. All right. All right, this was a quick one. So Irene Aldana and Kunitskaya. Dang, both my picks won this past Saturday, right? Picked Jennifer Maia by decision or submission, and I picked Irene Aldana by decision or knockout by left hook. I knew the left hook in this fight was going to be very effective, man. What were y'all thoughts on this fight, man? I already did my post-fight reaction, but just going back and looking at this fight here, man, I think Irene Aldana, first off, I'm going to address the weight thing too. I haven't really talked about it, but Irene Aldana always been professional with the weight. Was it a strategy to come in 3 pounds overweight? what was it, 3.5 pounds. 3.5 pounds, right? I don't really think so, man. She's never really missed weight before. I know Yana Kunitskaya is a big woman herself. I don't know if she was really coming in with the factor of using that power, that weight as a power advantage or strength advantage. I mean, that's only a few pounds. So it's like she said, was that time for her. And it kind of messed up her weight. So I'm not going to really go in on her for that, like call her unprofessional. It's not like she does this all the time. And how Irene Aldana fights it would actually, to me, it would be a disadvantage because, Irene's a boxer and she needs to be more of a mover. She needs to have more speed here. So if anything, the gaining of weight might make her more lethargic, and it would make her too slow against intense fighter like Yana Kunitskaya, right? Yana, she coming off of what, 3 fight winning streak, almost 4 fight winning streak here. She was looking to get to the top. So coming in off weight, I don't think she really did that on purpose here. That would have, like I said, really could have messed up her game. But Irene, she came in there and weathered the early storm from Yana Kunitskaya. And that's why I was telling y'all, look, I knew the striking of Yana Kunitskaya was not going to be a problem. Like, Yana was not going to be able to bang, or Yana wasn't going to be able to box with Irene. Irene Aldana could be a boxer. Like, did I ever do my video? Yeah, I did. Top boxers in WMMA. I mentioned Rose, and I mentioned Alexa Grasso. I mentioned Jermaine. I mentioned Joanna. I'm sorry if I didn't put Irene in there. I might have forgot. I must talk about that high level, but Irene Aldana is in that level. Irene could be a boxer. Irene's timing and her precision with her punches and her counter punches are very, very accurate. She's very sharp. That's why I say Yana Kunitskaya has never really showed me that type of striking. Like, Yana is good in the clinch. She's got good knees. Her game plan would have been to just touch and go and then switch levels and try to go for the takedown. That was the only way I saw her winning, but she wasn't winning a striking battle. Like, I said Yana would win if she would take it to the ground. That's the only way. But if it was standing, Irene was going to pick her apart. And that's what she did. Irene found that range, busted the nose early. I think it was the jab, right? It was a jab that hit her nose that opened it. Or was it something in the clinch? But I just saw a lot of blood after that separation. Irene was finding a home for her right hand in this fight. And she was just landing the much better punches. So when you talk better striker, this is the better striker right here. Irene is the better striker than Yana. Yana is more of a, to me, ground fighter, clinch fighter. Doesn't have this type of speed and accuracy to me to be a top-level striker at bantamweight. The top-level strikers, of course, GDR hands down. Even Holly, I would rate Holly striking way better than Yana Kunitskaya's. But Irene fighting at this range, or if you fight her at this range, is dangerous. And if you come in wild, it's dangerous. You never come in wild against a precision puncher. Yana was taking a lot of chances early in this first round, just leaving herself open, not really throwing with intensity. It was just like a whirlwind hurricane coming, but, no rain to really back it up, just all wind, Wasn't enough lightning in there, and Irene came with the lightning. I think Irene, again, has one of the best left hooks in the game, really. Because I said, look, you might see this thing going like a la Aspen Ladd. I said it in my live stream Thursday. I was like, look, if Irene just lines up a good left hook, it's going to be lights out like Ketlin Vieira, or it's going to be like Aspen Ladd did to Yana Kunitskaya. Lands that left hook, drops her. Didn't knock her out completely, but, that shows you what kind of power she has. She did land it to the body, too. I don't know if y'all saw that. Irene Aldana landed a beautiful left hook to the body on Yana Kunitskaya. And Yana had to back up a little bit, had to kind of drop that elbow. I was like, uh-oh. that body punch hurt. I'm telling you, that left hook is something, man. So I was very impressed with just, her boxing and her ability to just, take apart a vicious, oncoming fighter like that. And has a lot of weight to her, as a strong fighter. But yeah, she pieced her up and got her out of there, man. So let me see what y'all talking about here. Hold on. Yeah, two beasts. Yeah, it was a period, right. Mary Thomasell, GDR will probably win against Irene just because of the technical styles. GDR, Aldana be interesting. Yeah. Colton, Aldana got touched up by Holly Holm. I don't know if she can hang with GDR. She says the Holly fight was the worst performance. It was her worst performance. I think it was the injury that she had. I think it was like her foot or something like that. I do think it kind of played a factor, man, because of the way she was dragging the foot. But I didn't see that type of approach in this fight. So it had to be the injury. I mean, we make no excuses. She's not. She's just putting it down as her worst performance. So rematch, I'm cool with that. I said it in my video a couple of days ago. I said she won this fight, rematch with Holly or GDR or Aspen Ladd. No. Winner of Aspen Ladd versus Macy Chiasson. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Yeah, she got touched up by Holly just because I think, like I said, she was injured in that fight. That's all. Hold on. Mary said Rose is more of a kickboxer than a boxer. Yeah. Well, yeah, in MMA she is, but I think she's a boxer too, though. Like, if you were to put gloves on Rose, and if when you ever watch her training, and you never watch her movement and how she steps in and out, she goes into boxer mode a lot. Like Rose goes into not just kickboxing mode; she goes into boxing mode. Like, if you ever just study her footwork and how she stutter steps and how she dips out at an angle, a lot of that is just good boxing movement to actually be enough to be in women's boxing, I think, too. Like, I know, yeah, she's a very good kickboxer too, but when she just switches into boxing mode and she kind of plants her feet a little bit more, she dances around, Rose's boxing is nice. It's very fluid. Like, when she just chooses to pick her shots and the way she dips her head, like more of a boxer, pure boxer, it's like an art. She moves like to the music. Stamina said, I don't even want a GDR to have the opportunity to turn back another potential contender. The rematch with Holmes needs to be assisted upon and clear a path. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take the rematch. I'll take that rematch with Holly. But Holly did do some good groundwork in that fight, right? Mary said, I would want to see Holly. I wouldn't want to see Holly fight any more top contenders at this point because they were going to push her again. Yeah, I like Holly, man. I like her. But yeah, I need to see some new blood up in here right now. I need to see some new blood right now. Marcus said, I'm hearing Montana's calling out Antonina. Uh-oh. Is this true? Is BJ still around? We got to get BJ on the horn. Maybe BJ will clarify this for us. BJ, if you still out there, you got to let us know. Is Montana calling out Antonina? Yes or no? Well, let's see. Sorry, I was just writing something down here. Robot Chicken said that Montana should win that. Honestly, yeah, she might win that, man, because if it goes to the ground, I think Montana's big and strong, man. Like, Montana is big enough and she's strong enough to she's strong enough to pull that off. 2B said, all right, 2B's asking, In flyweight, who's striking is closer to that of Valentina Shevchenko's? Ooh, nobody. No, seriously, who's striking is closer to that of Shevchenko's? Nobody. Yeah, nobody. Who asked me that question too? They wanted me to do a video, top 5 tough opponents for Rose. I'm gonna do that one, but who asked me this to do a video on top 5 opponents that's tough for Valentina Shevchenko? Top 5 toughest opponents for Valentina Shevchenko. Was it you two beasts that asked me that? Because if you ask me, that one gonna be hard. I can do the Rose video, but I can't do the Valentina one. That's gonna take some time. I can do the Rose one. I can do that one right now, but Valentina, I don't know. Somebody answered that. Who asked me that? It might have been you, two beasts. Because I can do that one. But as far as like who has the closest striking, nobody. Nobody does. Nobody. I wouldn't even say Joanna though. Honestly, Mary, I couldn't even say Joanna does. Culture Mix said Holly gets way too many title shots. Yeah, she does. I agree. She gets way too many title shots. Hey, Culture Mix, what's going on? He said, what's up from DC? How you doing? Stamina said, you're not that DC. He talking about the city. The DMV. Stamina crazy. He talking about DC, Daniel Cormier. Well, Daniel, if that's Daniel Cormier, yo, I was talking about your commentating a few minutes ago. If that is DC, look, I was ragging on your commentating. Look, I had to turn it down, DC. Mary said, if GDR could call Val back up to bantamweight, then we have formidability. Yeah, I would like it. Mary Thomas, I think that was me. I asked for a list of top fighters before. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was you, Mary. Yeah, I'll do the Rose one. I'll do that one. I mean, I could do it quicker. That won't take that long. But the Valentina one, I have to really dig as far as tough challenge. I might just come up with 2 or 3 for Valentina, but yeah, for Rose, I can definitely say five fighters because I know some of her weaknesses. So Rose, I know that there's some fighters out there that could give Rose trouble right now in the strawweight division. So yeah, that won't be too hard. But yeah, going back to Irene real quick. Irene, who would be next for her? She didn't make any call out. She said hopefully she'll be champion one day. Did y'all like that answer? Yeah, Culture Mix said Washington, D.C. Yeah, did y'all like that? Did y'all like that call out? Irene Aldana, she basically just said, whoever, I'll be champion one day. Did y'all like that call out or not? I mean, it's not really in her character, and she is 33 though, so I would be calling for that thing now. That's just me though. Or I would be calling for the right fight to get to that championship, So I think she should have said something. I would have said, yo, my performance against Holly was bad. Yo, let me get that Holly home rematch. That would have been my thing. I would have said, I didn't look good against Holly. Let me get that rematch, or let me get GDR. Yeah, Culture Mix said GDR versus Aldana would be a great fight. He said she was playing it safe. Yeah, it was playing it safe. That was a safe answer. Because I think if she did call out GDR, we all know that fight would have been made, though. Mr. Lee said, yes, it's true. No Filter MMA just released a video. Okay, let me pull that up. I'm going to have to watch that. Oh, yeah, Why did I ask that? BJ gonna have that. He gonna have that. He gonna have that news before anybody. BJ, he'll have that news before anybody. See, he dropped that almost an hour ago. About 50 minutes ago. BJ, he on that. I don't even know why I asked that. Calls out Shevchenko. That's a winnable fight for her. I ain't gonna lie. She could do that. She could win that fight. I give her that. George, what's up? George said earlier. He said something. Hold on. Yeah, you need Tanisha Tennant in there, George. You definitely do. Tanisha Tennant is a must for the bantamweight division. Yeah, Irene Aldana's boxing was good in this fight. I was just looking at the clip here. So, yeah. One more thing I wanted to talk about too. Hold on. Shout out to Marcus Bell. He had brought this up here. Shout out to Marcus. He had brought this up to me here. I'm going to read it out real quick. The list of cut fighters. Bellator cuts 18 fighters, as y'all know, and four were in the featherweight and flyweight division. There are 4 women. Let me see here. I'll just go down the list for y'all. I was gonna do a video on it, which I probably will, because I'm gonna break it down just so y'all know who they are. But hold on here. Yeah, Marcus Bell posted this to me. He said, Bellator Parts 8 weighs with 18 fighters, 4 here with the female WMMA fighters. Okay, here we go. Beck Rollins was cut, as y'all know. Beck hasn't been in the octagon since 2019. So 2 years out. So she's probably going to have to go back to bare knuckle boxing for sure. She does hold that belt. And, she's really been pushing that OnlyFans harder. So, yeah. I don't think that was her main thing anyway at Bellator. She just went there after the UFC. But, yeah, she's been cut. I think her record was like 8-9 or 7-9. Heather Hardy's been cut. Heather Hardy actually been with Bellator for about 4 years. She's been with them since 2017, if I recall, man, because she fought like 3 or 4 times. I think she's like 2-2. Y'all remember Heather Hardy was remembered for that broken nose. She suffered that broken nose in the in her fight with what's her name, Christine Williams. Yeah. So yeah, Beck Rawlings, Holly Holm. Who else here? Oh, Beck Rawlings, man. Yeah, she's gonna have to start being more active with bare knuckle boxing and the OnlyFans deal. Let's see. So that's Beck. She's gone. I got the rest of them here. I was just looking at something here. I was just reading something. Beck Rollins, that's Heather, and featherweight Amanda Bell. She's gone. I think she was like 7-8 or 7-9 or something like that. She's faced some high level featherweights, but she's coming up on the losing end on a few of them. So yeah, Amanda Bell's gone. She just fought like a few weeks ago. She dropped the decision to new Russian fighter they had signed. So she's gone. And Olga Rubin. I'm surprised Olga Rubin's gone. She was top featherweight. Like before even before she was cut, she was in the top 10. Amanda Bell was too, but I thought Olga Rubin was like 7 or 8. I thought she was pretty high in the top 10. So Olga Rubin's been out too for like 2 years, and she was on 2-fight losing streak too. So she's been cut. they haven't released why they've been cutting these fighters. It might be because of the contracts, and might be because of pay. They can't pay some of these fighters. I don't know, man. But they haven't released it all. So yeah, those are the 4 women that got cut though. Yeah, but overall 18 fighters. They signed a heavyweight too, man. Like one guy got signed and he was 0-0 and they cut him. I was like, he was 0-0 in Bellator. So I'm like, man, he ain't even fight yet. So like, what's the deal with why they're letting some of these fighters go? Is it because they can't afford them or what? It's like they can't afford these fighters, man. They sign them before they even fight. Let's see. Mary said, "Damn, Beck gonna pay Page face off his paycheck for kicking her to sleep." Yeah, I think Beck would win that one though. If they finally get a fight, unless if Paige keeps losing, then there won't be a reason for Beck to fight her. But if they fight a rematch in bare knuckle boxing, I'll give it to Beck, and I think Beck would win that fight. Beck Rollins is a much better boxer. That's why she went to bare knuckle boxing. I don't see Paige winning that one. George said Olga lives in Israel. The cost of travel. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If she's over there, yeah. Especially with what's going on right now, yeah, that's a lot of money for travel for her. And yeah, I got you. That cost of traveling, boy. Yeah, they don't want to pay that right now. I can see that. Yeah, so Beck's out. Beck gonna have to go back here, man. Like Bellator's out, gonna have to go back to bare knuckle boxing for sure. Go defend that title. Take on Britain Hart in a rematch, or take on Paige. Since they the main event, that's probably gonna be the most money. BJ back. He said Beck's the queen. Yeah, we were just talking about Montana versus Antonina. Yeah, Olga Rubin, Robot Chicken. Olga Rubin was taking on. She had lost to Julia Budd a couple years ago. Big body kick into that fight, man. If y'all don't know who Olga Rubin is, here she is. Hold on, I'll post her picture up here. I mean, yeah, times is getting a little tight, man. I think it's easy out here, but it's getting tight for some of these fighters because Mandy Bohm, her contract had got cut too. That's why she's coming to the UFC. Mandy Bohm got cut. This other girl named, what's her name, Conrad or something like that, she got cut. Yeah, so they've been cutting some fighters, like regardless if they're on like a losing streak or what. They just been getting rid of them. Well, if Olga got cut, then let's make this featherweight division, right? Let's go on to featherweight. Let's go into the UFC and make this featherweight division. George said Amanda should go to PFL. Yeah, that's not bad because she does have the size to be a 155 pounder. Yeah, like she could be she could be a lightweight. Yeah, that might be good for her. Amanda Bell. Amanda Bell versus. No, I'd be too early for that. I was gonna say Amanda Bell versus Clarissa Shields. No, that's too much right now. Amanda Bell still got a high level skill there. Yeah, BJ. Beck is out. Beck is out of there, man. She's out of Bellator. Olga got cut too. Yeah, man. I know you ain't gonna be surprised about Heather Hardy, but yeah, Heather Hardy been there for 4 years and she got cut. She hadn't fought in like 2 years. If you notice a pattern, everybody hadn't fought in like 2 years because of the pandemic too. And Bellator had been slow about bringing their cards back, but a lot of it's like even George said, the cost of travel. I didn't know she was over there, man. I thought she was here now, but she's in Israel. So bringing these fighters here, that's a lot, man. I wanted to see Beck and Heather Hardy fight, but now they might have to fight in bare knuckle boxing. Yeah, so that's Beck gone. That's Heather gone. And hold on. Oh, BJ said Antonina don't want that smoke. Damn. Has she responded? I mean, this is just a piece of it, BJ. I mean, they've been cutting. This is 18. 4 women and 14 men, and they just did a cut like a few months back, and they cut a lot of women. Like Mandy Bowen, BJ was part of that cut, so I think that's why she jumped on to the UFC, because she was part of that cut. So where's Amanda Bell? Is that Amanda Bell? Oh, that's different Amanda Bell. Hold on. Here we go. And this is Amanda Bell, just in case y'all don't know. Well, time to make that featherweight division for the UFC. Got Amanda Bell and Olga Rubin looking for a home. Let's make that happen, right? George said, I'm surprised they didn't cut Terry Graff. Oh, man. She might be on the neck. She might be on the list, man. Uh-oh. BJ said Antonina ain't say nothing. That article was from a month ago. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like recent, but she still didn't answer. Damn. Yeah, she I don't know. You know, she might want that fight. I mean, she might not want that fight. Excuse me. I could see Montana winning that fight, definitely. I don't know. I don't know if Antonina really do want that, though. Yeah, Olga could come to the UFC. Olga could come to the UFC at 145. I could see Olga Rubin versus Norma Dumont, BJ. George said Amanda fought. Yeah, I remember that fight. Amanda Bell and Megan Anderson. Yeah, Megan Anderson stopped her. I remember that fight. It was, yeah, I used to watch a lot of Megan's Invicta fights, man, and she was making easy work. Mary Thomas said, how many fights is Shevchenko going to have before she move up? She's still flyweight, but Val's still at the top. So I don't know. But yeah, I need them to go ahead and make this 145-pound division. You know, let's go ahead and get Amanda Bell over there. Let's get Olga over here now. We just said Pam keeps saying huge news coming soon. I'm ready for the announcement, man. I don't know if you got a few minutes, BJ, but I can send the link just for a bit. You know, if you got a little bit of time, man. If you want to talk about these featherweight or these Bellator cuts, man. Like, if you got a little bit of time, I have a time to send an open link here. If you want to talk about it real quick. Because I'm just chilling today, man. All right, hang on one second. Yeah, BJ called me the other day. I could have jumped on his, man, but I was out, man. I've been working all weekend, and he was doing his live on like 11 in the morning. I was out, man. Okay. Add me in there. Invite. All right, here we go. 1 second here. All right. I think that's been sent. There you go. Yeah, man. Yeah. George said Mace. If she beats Aspen Ladd, don't forget, George. Aspen Ladd is fighting Macy Chiasson in a couple weeks, July 24th. That's on the card with Macy and Maverick. So if Macy wins, yeah, I like that fight. But if Macy loses, Aspen Ladd versus Irene Aldana would be a good fight. That would be a good fight, you know. I think size-wise, it would be an interesting fight, though. You know, Macy and Irene, though, you know, they both tall and long. And Macy got that power in both hands. I want to see how Irene could handle that type of reach and that type of size. High Five said Aspen versus Irene first before she get GDR. Yeah, if Aspen get by Macy Chiasson, though, you know, Aldana versus the Macy Aspen winner. Yeah, don't forget, y'all, that's gonna be a good fight in 2 weeks. So that could go either way. Macy and you know, at Ladd Chiasson, that's gonna be a good fight. And then maybe whoever loses could fight, you know, Yana Kunitskaya eventually, if you know she trying to get back into business. So. I don't know, where is Bayer Malecki right now, man. High Five, what's going on? He said good morning. I guess where you at anyway, High Five? It's morning where you at? It's, you know, it's coming up on night here. Yeah, man. Yeah, good morning. Good morning to you. It's evening over here. But let's see what else. I sent BJ a link here. Definitely overseas. I know that. BJ said he pulling up to that Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, don't be on that dial-up. What else though before BJ come on? Yeah, I think a lot of these cuts has to do with a lot of the travel, man, with Bellator, and they just can't pay the expenses of having such a big roster. I mean, that's why you don't really see like a full strawweight division, and you don't see a full bantamweight division with you know, you just don't see a full bantamweight division and like a full strawweight division, even in Bellator. You know, they really focus on the featherweight and the flyweight division, right? Those are their main two focuses. Like, you don't really see like a full-on crop of fighters just lined up there and perfect divisions lined up, you know. So it's definitely a money thing over there with Bellator. They can't support some of these ladies. And again, like I said, it's just really having to do with it's not on the fighter, really. It's not really on them being inactive, because Bellator hadn't been putting on cards. You know, Bellator just hadn't been putting on any major cards during the pandemic. They were taking longer than the UFC to come back, remember? Stamina says good to hear nonsense and high def, right? Yeah, because we're gonna ask him. We got to talk about this Montana and Antonina. He said it was a month old as far as the news, but I want to know his thoughts. Of course, you know, she's part of his dangerous triple. You know, his triple threat. You know, Montana's in his list of danger to the flyweight division. So. But I ain't gonna lie, you know, that's a winnable fight against Antonina. Land of the Headhunters. Damn. It sounds like a fun place to visit. Okay. Yeah, Tara Graff looked more like a strawweight. Like, Tara Graff, she might be one to go to LFA. At least LFA got a strawweight division. put Tara Graff in there with one of these strawweights at LFA. And Jessica Ruiz, they're small. Vida Arteaga, she's not really like a big flyweight either. Vida Arteaga could be a strawweight. I'm sure the money is better at Bellator, but LFA might prosper a little longer over there. Yeah, Tara Graff, like I'm looking at her build. Yeah, she does look more like a strawweight, so she might fare better down there somewhere, especially in growth too, because she's faced some big knockout losses, brutal. Hey, Stammer said he got an agenda. Oh, that's real. He said his agenda. What's BJ? BJ got an agenda, man. Damn. He said, I see through you, BJ. I see through no filter. It all has an agenda. It's all good. It's funny though. Oh man, yeah, I'm on vacation this week. I'm off all week, so I ain't gonna talk about everything tonight. But damn, we got Amanda Lemos versus Ruiz coming up too. All right, hang on, y'all. We got that fight coming up. Let me turn his sound up. Y'all let me know if you can hear him. All right, guess who we got in the house? We got BJ from No Filter MMA. What's going on, B? Uh-oh.
What's up, my guy? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, man. We can hear you.
What's good, man?
Oh, man, we were just talking about these fights this past weekend, UFC 264, man. I don't know, man. What was your thoughts on this performance between Irene and Aldana this past Saturday? I know who you were going for, man, but it was big for me. I loved it, man.
I felt like, Yana made that tweet. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't got to the Wi-Fi yet. I'm walking, so it may sound a little spotty. But Yana was angry, man, because this was the second opponent in a row that missed weight. You know what I'm saying? And Yana is so professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so professional. And she was angry. She was upset. You could see it at the weigh-ins. You know what I'm saying? And she fought that way. Like, she fought angry. Like, she came out. You know what I'm saying? And she was just, screaming and trying to throw haymakers at Aldana. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't being Yana Kunitskaya, man. Like, she wasn't being the patient Yana. She was coming in trying to force the clinch, and Irene Aldana was doing a beautiful job of just circling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Circling away from Kunitskaya when she would come forward like that. And it was wild, man. And then she got caught, and I was like, can't get caught. You know what I'm saying? You can't play those dangerous games with somebody like Irene Aldana, man. Like, because Irene will catch you, man. And Yana kind of chinny. You know what I'm saying? But, at the very beginning of the fight, Yana was doing a good job of striking Irene Aldana at distance. You know what I'm saying? She was striking her at distance. Just got mad, man, and just, I don't know, man. She just got mad and got caught. I don't know what happened, dude. She got busted up a little bit, too. Her nose got busted, and then she kind of, you could tell it kind of like affected. She was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Like, she cracked me, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, what was it from? Like, what
else to say about it?
Was it a jab that opened her nose, or was it something in the clinch? Was it like a elbow, or was it a jab?
I think it was something in the clinch. I think that when Yana was bull rushing forward, I think Irene Aldana caught her with something, dude. But whatever it was, it busted Yana's nose up, dude. And then Yana just kind of like backed, like she just kind of like got real reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got kind of, I don't know, dude. I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened with that, bro. But she lost focus somewhere in that fight, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because it just went. I'm like, what is Yana? I'm watching, like, what is Yana doing? Like, when Yana first came out, she was doing a good job. She right away she started with the kicks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Point fighting. You know what I'm saying? Doing what Kunitskaya does. And then she just got real aggressive. And then she got caught. And then she kind of looked crazy after she got caught. And then Aldana just landed that bomb, man. Like and she just landed it, bro. And then down Yana went. The same punch that damn Aspen Ladd caught her with, that left hand. Yana can't see a left hand coming, bro. She about like Joanna Young Jacek, bro. She can't see that left hand coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Aspen caught her with that left, and Aldana caught her with that left. And I was like, damn, man, like lefts will put Yana down. I was surprised, dude. I was surprised. I really was. I was really surprised.
Yeah, she did fight different. Like, she was coming out, like, letting it all loose, man. Like, she was making noise, throwing them shots. I was like, this, you know, when she fought Ketlin Vieira, she actually, like, was on the back foot a little bit, and she actually went to go in for a smarter clinch and level change. But this fight here, she was like, why is she, like, coming in head first on somebody like Aldana, man? That was crazy.
Yeah, man, like, you know, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Like I was saying, man, like, yeah, like, she made that post, man, and I meant to say something to you, like, I meant to hit you and be like, dude, you see Kunitskaya on Twitter, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, she, like, made that post and was like, you know, this is the second time that my opponent has missed weight, and I'm very professional. You had 4 weeks, I mean, you had 9 weeks to get down to 135 pounds, and you chose not to. Like, she went in on Irina Aldana. That's why, like, now when you go back and watch the ceremonial weigh-ins, look how she trudged out there, bro. Like, Kunitskaya was fighting, like, she was fighting super angry, and I'm like, no, like, you can't do that, because in a way, Ketlin Vieira was kind of fighting like that because Ketlin Vieira was getting hit. And Irina Aldana was hitting Ketlin Vieira, so Ketlin was trying to get them hits back. So she kind of started fighting angry. You know what I'm saying? And look what happened to Ketlin, man. She got put out. And the same thing happened to Yana. And I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Yana blew that. She blew that, bro. She blew that.
Yeah, she did, man. She was on like a what, 3 or 4 fight win streak, man.
Yana was on like a 2-fight win streak.
2 fight. Okay, 2 fight. Yeah. She was
She had lost. Yeah, she beat who did she beat? She beat Julia Stolyarenko and Ketlin Vieira after she lost to Aspen Ladd.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so BJ, what's this news, man? You just posted. We were just talking about your video. You had a video posted up, man. What's going on here, man? Montana calling out Antonina Shevchenko, man. What's going on here? I think he's switching to his Wi-Fi. Yeah, we can't. Yeah, can't hear you. He must be. He got himself muted right now, so I think he's switching over.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Mm-hmm.
Okay, bro. What's there to explain, bro? like, what's there to explain, Combo?
I want to know where this energy's coming from. Like, I don't really hear Montana calling girls out like this, man. Like, she looking for smoke, man. What's going on, man?
Bruh, dude, I mean, the article is a month old. Like, I literally ran across that article today, And I was like, wait a minute. Like, Montana called out Antonina? And like, dude, I'm telling you, Antonina Shevchenko don't want smoke. She don't want smoke with girls, bro. Like, she ain't down like Valentina, bro. Valentina is definitely like the thug hood sister. Like, Antonina was the big sister who was scared to fight, bro. I'm telling you, like, because girls are savagely calling out Antonina, and Antonina ain't responding to none of it, dog. Like, what's the excuse now? Is like, is she on concussion protocol now?
Oh, wow. Dang. BJ talking
You know what I'm
trash.
saying? Like, I mean, I mean, I'm just saying, Combo, like, is she on concussion protocol now?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna say she's not.
Yeah.
I don't think she is. Like, dang, man, you said she the girl that don't fight though, man. She got a Muay Thai background. She fights.
Bro, these girls, dude, these girls that Antonina, quote unquote, can get out of there pretty easily. They calling her out, bro, and she ain't responding. You know what I'm saying? Like we always give these females hell for not calling people out. Okay, you got girls who constantly call out people. You know what I'm saying? And the fighters don't respond.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like Antonina, like we can say now, which I know for a fact that there's 3 or 4 more fighters, but we can say that Jillian and Montana have both called out Antonina Shevchenko, and Antonina ain't fought neither one of them. Ain't came close to fighting either one of them.
Dang.
So I mean, so it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
All right, I will give your girls that. Look, they do call people out. Montana is calling somebody out right now. I will say she's doing that, man. But what is it about Antonina, man? Why you think she don't be calling anybody out, though, man?
Man, hey, come to that combo stirring the pot. Combo stirring the pot, y'all.
I just gotta know, cause like I have my perspective, but I gotta know yours, man, because I'm curious, man. Like, why ain't she calling anybody out, though, man?
Antonina don't want no dangerous fights. Antonina only want fights that she thinks she can win. That's it, bro. Fights that she thinks she can win, she'll take those fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll take a fight with a striker that ain't got no ground game. She'll take a fight with a predominant striker like Catelyn Chukagian. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll take a fight with Ji Young Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'll take those fights. You know, a predominant striker in Andrea KGB Lee. See, the thing about KGB, though, is KGB surprised Antonina with that ground game.
Them judo tosses,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? Say what?
She was surprising her with them judo tosses, boy.
Bro, I'm telling you, she surprised Antonina. Antonina ain't taking no smoke with no dangerous grapplers, man. You know, she's just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, she getting submitted by strikers. Like, she getting dominated on the ground by girls who ain't got no ground game. I mean, not saying no ground game, but girls who ain't known for their ground game. Chukagian ain't known for her ground game. Andrea Lee is known as a Muay Thai striker. You know what I'm saying? Like, Antonina ain't taking it. Why do you think she turned the blind eye to Jillian Robertson? She straight up turned. Now are we still going to say she turned down Jillian Robertson? That she didn't turn down Jillian Robertson?
Uh-oh.
Because a month ago, Montana De La Rosa on film called her out, and we ain't heard nothing about it. Dang. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't seen Antonina say nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what she at pilot school? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. What you think, Combo?
Look, first off, I think Montana really wants that fight. I give her a lot of credit. You know, I give her a lot of scuff too. You know how I do, man. Like, I don't have her in my triple threat, but I give her a lot of credit with the guts and the fact that she like to fight, man. But I think this is a fight she wants. I'm not gonna lie. I talked about in this other video, man, where Antonina, I don't know if she's got that fire, man, like some of these girls have right now. I'm not gonna lie, like she's a Muay Thai fighter. She is a fighter, but I don't think she carries that same type of fighters. Like, not even comparing her to her sister, but comparing her to the girls around her. She don't have that type of fire, man, you know. And I think, honestly, man, this is a fight that Montana can win. I said it earlier before you came on, man.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a fight that De La Rosa can win. Like, I see it as a very winnable fight for De La Rosa because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, Montana likes to fight everywhere. You know what I'm saying? People can talk about her striking, but, I mean, you can talk about her striking all day. Montana out there landing punches on girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can talk about her level of striking in comparison to the moon. I don't care who you compare her striking to. But one thing that we can say is that she out there landing punches on girls. You know what I'm saying? So Montana, you know what I'm saying, is going to fight Antonina everywhere. And if the fight goes to the ground, you know what I'm saying, It's a wrap. Like, it's not even a conversation if the fight goes to the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a conversation. So, you know, it is what it is.
Well, look, this name carry a little bit of weight. So if Montana's to win this fight, look, I'm gonna put her on my radar a little bit more, man. Okay.
Listen to this guy.
I'm gonna put her on my radar. Look, if she go in there and she get Antonina out of there quicker than she did Lipsky, then I'm gonna put her on the radar because that's a name. That's a name there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure, man. But Compo, go ahead. Oh, my bad. I had to ask you, man, what you think about that Courtney Casey, Liana Jojua fight being made, bro? I'm looking forward to that.
I like that fight, man. Like, that's the thing I like about the flyweights. Like, there's some good unranked fights that are being made, and I think it's crazy because this division is working backwards, man. It's like the best fights are in the lower ranking right now, and I think this is a fight where I think Liana Jojua, I'm honestly gonna say it, man. I think this is a fight that she can take this fight to the ground, man, and I think she's gonna be a problem for Courtney Casey, man. What do you think?
I mean, I think that Liana Jojua is a better striker than Jillian Robertson. I think we can all say that. You know what I'm saying? And Jillian Robertson gave Courtney Casey problems on the feet, bro. Like, I mean, it's as much as crazy as that sounds to say, she did. Jillian Robertson gave Courtney Casey a lot of problems on the feet. Like, Jillian Robertson was out there landing a lot. I think that's probably the most punches in a fight that Jillian Robertson has landed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was out there straight kickboxing with Courtney Casey. It wasn't the prettiest kickboxing, but Liana Jojua is somebody who's a little more committed to the striking, bro. Like, Liana Jojua likes to go out there and bang with girls, even though she's a dangerous submission specialist. You know what I'm saying? She like to go out there and bang with girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could make it a striking match with Courtney Casey. Not saying she's a better striker than Courtney Casey, but I'm just saying I'm looking at in the possibility of what kind of fight we can see. We can see a striking match, or we can see Liana Jojua glued to Courtney Casey on the ground. Like, if the fight goes to the ground, she's probably going to do to Courtney Casey what Jillian Robertson did, or possibly submit her even faster, because Liana Jojua is an opportunistic submission specialist. Like, Jillian Robertson is a grind you down, like, break your will on the ground type person. Then she'll finish you. But, you know what I'm saying? Liana Jojua, the first opportunity she see, man, she gonna take it, bro. So it's like, if Courtney Casey, I hope she's worked on her takedown defense, because in this fight, she's gonna be faced with that type of fighter again, bro.
Yeah, I think Jojua hits a lot harder than Jillian, and
right.
I think she has more weight to her and she's stronger. So I think her game is going to be to take Courtney down, because Courtney on her back is helpless.
Yeah, she helpless, bro. She don't know what to do off her back, bro. You know what I'm saying? She always talking about her arm bars, this and that, bro. Them arm bars ain't shit when you got somebody like Jillian Robertson on top of you, bro. Like, I mean, she locked up that one. She tried to lock up that one arm bar on Jillian Robertson, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't working, bro. So, I mean, Courtney Casey, she got to go in here and stop Liana Jojua. Like, Courtney Casey, that's the thing. That's what sets some of these girls apart, Combo. And we always talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's the damn kill switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, Courtney Casey out here decisioning fights. Like, Kagan out here decisioning fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference.
Yeah. Oh, you good?
My bad. Somebody trying to call me.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you said Courtney Casey has to stop her. Hold on. Hang on, y'all. He had to dip out for a second. I think he gotta come right back in. But yeah, that was a fight too I wanted to talk about a little down the line here. We'll go into it more. Liana Jojua and Courtney Casey. I mean, really, it's a must-win for both fighters. I think Courtney Casey, she just has a lot of Courtney Casey, to me, she just got a lot of development that she has to start making. Okay, BJ's back. What were you saying, BJ?
I forgot.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
was trying to call me. My bad.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that Courtney has to stop Leona Jojua, right?
Yeah, she gonna have to start finishing girl.
Like Miranda finished Jojua, right?
Say that one more time.
I said she's gonna have to stop her like Miranda stopped Jojua in the first round, right?
Right. She gonna have to.
I'm just messing with you, man. I was just,
I ain't gonna argue with you. I ain't gonna argue with you.
I was just, I was just pulling the chain right there.
It was stoppage. It was a stoppage. So
yeah. But yeah,
I mean, she caught her with that. She caught her with that elbow, bro. She caught her with that elbow.
Yeah. Dang, man, this week is Mari Renault and Misha Tate too, right? Damn, we already on this weekend. Shoot.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm also looking forward to the Diana Asteragova fight. I gotta see what she's gonna do, man. I gotta see what Asteragova gonna do, bro.
Oh yeah. I see a few of her fights. What is her nickname? Is she the Pantera girl?
Pantera, yeah.
Who did she beat recently?
Tara Graf. She knocked out Tara Graf.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What do you think, man, about these Bellator cuts too, man? Like, what's going on, man?
That's crazy, man. It's crazy that they cutting people. Like, I was wondering why Olga Rubin ain't fought in so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy that they cutting these people, man. Like, Bellator, you would think that Bellator wants to hold on to whatever they got. You know what I'm saying? But Bellator, like, nah, fuck that. Like, you ain't fighting. You ain't want to fight. Like, then you got to go. Like, they getting rid of them. They getting rid of them, dude.
But why would they cut a heavyweight they just signed that was 0-0? Like, is that financial things going on? Like, why would you do that?
Man, like, that's crazy, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on over there. I have to look into it a little bit more.
Yeah, you might try to reach out to some of these fighters and interview them, man, because that's like 18 this time, and then like a month ago they cut like 14 or something like that.
Yeah, man. I'm just wondering, like, are they trying to bring in some new talent? Like, are Bellator trying to bring in some new talent? Like, what's going on? Because they cutting people, bro.
Yeah, man.
Maybe they trying to trim down their roster, bro. You know, they got a ranking system now. Like, maybe they just trying to trim it down and not have all these, you know, they cutting the loose ends.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
And Bellator got a lot of loose ends.
Yeah, they really are getting to that point. To me, it's just like they are really lacking what the UFC lacks, man. And that's just like the fighters, man. Like I was talking about earlier, that's why they don't have a bantamweight ranking system. You know, they don't have a bantamweight ranking system. They only have featherweight and flyweight because they're cutting so many fighters.
Right. Yeah. That kind of confused me too. Why they don't have no strawweight rankings or no bantamweight rankings, but it is what it is. I guess they're gonna come with that soon. Alima Lay McFarlane, Alejandro Lara, fighters like them, they keep saying that they want a 135 division. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe they'll make that. You know, those big flyweights asking for that division, dude.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What'd you think of Irene's call out where she just said, I'll be champion one day? I'm not really like calling anybody out, but I'll be champion one day. That's how she sees it, man.
I mean, that was weak. It's weak, bro. That's the same thing that we got going on at 125.
Yeah.
I'll be champion one day. That's like who was it that said, Lauren Murphy, if they want to give me the fight, they'll give me the fight. They want to put 5 more people in front of me, then put 5 people in front of me. Like, that's weak. She should be like, okay, I want GDR. Or I want the rematch with Holly. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, give me that. Or give me Aspen Ladd. You know what I'm saying? Like, something.
Yeah, it's like
she ain't said nothing.
Yeah, it's like they offended, man. Like, they won't say it. Like, you got to call that person's name out, man. That's the only way you're going to get it. Like, Aspen Ladd and Macy, they called each other's name out, so they made the Macy Chase on fight. You know what I mean? So
Bro, Macy gonna flatline her, bro.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, I think Macy gonna flatline her.
I am leaning towards
I think it's
her.
Macy's time, bro.
Yeah, I am leaning towards Macy in this fight because Macy is a big girl, man. Like Macy is going. I don't. Aspen Ladd never fought. Well, Aspen Ladd has fought somebody big like that. You saw what happened, GDR. But
Right.
I don't think she's gonna be able to handle this size, man. So Macy might be taking that spot, man.
Yeah, I think Macy gonna get in there, bro. I do. Then we'll probably see Chaston versus Macy because we'll probably see. I said Chaston versus Macy, Kunitskaya versus Macy, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or, well, no, because Aspen was ranked ahead of Kunitskaya. So, if she beats Aspen Ladd, bro, then I mean, she got to fight Jermaine or Holly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it just or if Misha wins, like, we got to think about it. If Misha beats Marion Renaud, you know what I'm saying? Like, Misha Tate is up in the mix too.
Yeah, if Misha
You know,
Tate,
I mean, as crazy as that sounds, Combo, I know that sounds crazy, but Misha coming here this week and beat Marion Renaud, Misha's in the conversation, bro. But Misha ain't in no hurry though. She already said it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she already called out Kunitskaya, so they'll probably make if she beats Marion Renaud, okay, they both beat Marion Renaud, so they'll probably make the Kunitskaya fight. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know, I'm not opposed. You know, Aspen Ladd maybe. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Misha in the conversation too.
Yeah. I mean, off of her name, she's gonna be in that. You know, I think if she gets Marion Renaud out of there, I'm leaning towards Marion Renaud right now. But if she was to win, yeah, they would probably definitely put her name back in that mix.
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus said, who should I go for, Leanna or Courtney Casey? But either way, that fight is worth nothing more than the bag of peanut butter. Wait, the Planters peanuts and Sunkiss if placing the bet.
I mean, you know Marcus Bell, man. I mean, who is it that Marcus Bell likes? Who is it that Marcus Bell likes?
He's a Lauren fan, right?
Lauren Murphy.
No, I think it's Roxy. No, he's Roxy.
Oh, he a Roxy. Oh, he a Mark fan.
Yeah, Roxy.
Oh, okay. He a fan of the Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Mark of the division. My bad. Somebody who refused to call out the champion. Somebody who don't do small interviews. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Colton said, that Ruiz and Lemos fight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk about that tomorrow, man. That's gonna be a good fight, man. The Lemos, she's on the come up in the strawweight division, man. Yeah, hold on. Let's see. Monster Rat. Yeah, Monster Rat Ruiz, Mary. They call it Monster Rat. Okay. Let me ask you this too, BJ. What'd you think of the Maia fight? Maia and I fight. I listened to your live stream and heard it, but I just wanted to ask you again,
man. I mean, that fight was close, dude. Like I said it, like on my live stream, like that fight was close. It's like it took a little bit. Maybe it took the first round for Jennifer Maia to wake up. Yeah. But Jessica I was in her face, bro. Like, and it was an obvious like speed difference. You know what I'm saying? It was an obvious like Jessica I was rattling off them combos, bro. And then, but Jennifer I woke up, man, and Jennifer I started landing and started getting in there. You know what I'm saying? But that fight, it could have went either way, bro. It could have went either way.
Yeah, because when I hit you up when I first saw it, I was like, "What the hell is Maia doing here?" I was like,
"Right."
You know how MMA judges are. If you running on the back foot and you constantly moving, they're not gonna really play in your favor. But this time around, they did, man. But like, why ignore your ground game, BJ? Like, come on, man. You a grappling fan. Like, why were they ignoring the ground game?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. And I was halfway expecting Jennifer Maia to go for a takedown. As a matter of fact, I was expecting Jennifer Maia to go for a takedown. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, Jessica I can be dominated on the ground. Like, we've seen girls put Jessica I flat on her back and, control Jessica I. You know what I'm saying? Like, why isn't why isn't she taking her down? Like, why is Jennifer Maia not taking her down? And Jennifer Maia wanted to stand and bang, and that's what she did, you know what I'm saying? But that was close, man. Like, she eked that decision out, bro, because that was, I mean, if it had been Jessica I that won the fight, I wouldn't have been mad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if she won it, I mean, hey.
I mean, I was kind of rooting for Jennifer Maia, though.
Yeah, Jessica Third Eye, man. Jessica Third Eye was she was game. She was game in there, man. But
and that thing looked bad, bro.
You could see her skull, man. I was like, yo, like, but now, BJ, you see, I mean, you feel the pain too. Now you feel my pain. Everybody should feel our pain on why we feel like we need some new blood in flyweight, right?
Yes.
Because, like, Jennifer Maia's approach was not a smart approach, man. And I was like, where's the IQ here, man? Like, all right, we need some new blood. We need some hungry people, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point we're trying to make, bro. Is how they are approaching these fights. You know what I'm saying? It's like they not fighting. It's like they're trying to have these clean fights. Like they trying to fight too clean up at the top, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't seeing enough blood. Like, you know, okay, yeah, we saw the blood, but that was from a clash of heads, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see some blood for some punches, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't seeing no dirty fights. We ain't seeing nobody really getting up in nobody's face, mixing it up, going for the finish, bro. Like I and Maia were content to stand there and just trade punches. Like, nobody was knocking nobody out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, if it was some of the bottom half, Maverick, Barber, Robertson, De La Rosa, Furiat, you know what I'm saying, Santos, if it was some of them mixed up in there, if it was one of them up in there, somebody be going for a finish, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody be going for somebody neck, somebody throat, somebody arm, something.
Yeah, they do.
That's just me, bro.
No, yeah, you're right, man. Those fighters tend to smell, but when they smell blood, they go for it, man. They've been going for it. Like,
right.
Hey, Colton, you might want to answer this question. I don't have any thoughts, Colton. Colton said, "What are your thoughts on Jessica I doing OnlyFans?"
I mean, it's working because the crowd going crazy for her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm pretty sure that's what she wants. You know, of course, the money, but the crowd, you know, she come up on stage and everybody's screaming for Jessica I. So, I mean, it must be working for her.
Yeah. Colton said these girls already have one foot out the door. Yeah, I will say that. Like, my thought on her having OnlyFans, I think she knows it's more money than the UFC and that she might be getting cut one day. So that's why she's doing it. But if you asking if I seen it, no, I haven't seen it.
Nah, I don't want to. But Jessica I'm not bad looking though either. Like, people say she bad looking. Like, she ain't bad looking, so she can do it.
What's your sense of word bad? I'm just playing. Shoot, Andrade got one. I think.
Yeah, but see, you know, but Andrade probably ain't posted no, you know, stuff like the way that Jessica I posted.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Marcus will tell you about the Lauren one, though, or Lauren or Roxanne. I think he said they got one. I don't know, though.
Would you pay money for Lauren Murphy's OnlyFans?
I think she got one. Marcus Bell said they got one. I'm just saying. I think Marcus does.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty like a simp like Marcus probably would, though. You know what I'm saying? Like a simp like Marcus Bell, he probably would like subscribe to Lauren Murphy. You know what I'm saying? For what?
Hold on, Stamina. Wait, Stamina said this a while back. Hold on. Stamina said Marcus Bell, a.k.a. Mark Sam Bellaferri. Stamina. I didn't forget that, Stamina. Mark.
He be in there playing dress up with Roxanne.
Mark Sam Bellaferri. Dang. Oh,
that's him, bro.
Oh, man. Let's see. Stamina said, not sure why anyone.
Bro, I think my heart is broke, bro.
What?
Bro, I think my heart is broke.
Why is that?
I think that Jillian Robinson and Miranda Maverick linked up.
Oh yeah. They working together now.
No, I think it's more than that.
What you mean?
Because Jillian posted a snap, like a thing on a boomerang on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't a boomerang; it was a thing, and she was holding a girl's hand. But it was like they were sitting on the couch, and she panned around, and it was her dog. She was like, perfect night. And then it showed like she panned past the dog, and her hand was holding a girl's hand.
Miranda Maverick has a boyfriend.
Oh, my bad. I don't know why I thought Maverick liked girls. I thought she liked girls. I didn't know.
No, man. Like,
but anyways, Jillian Robinson likes girls. So damn.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
No, Miranda's pretty much like, more so straight laced like that. She's got a man. So yeah, a long time man. So.
Oh, my bad. But Jillian Robinson broke my heart, man. I think she likes girls.
Oh wow, shit, you never know. I mean, they might do both though. She might do both. Her.
She might. You know how girls are these days.
Yeah, you can't put it past them. So.
Yeah, but like I said, dude, like you were saying earlier about people that could be coming to the UFC, dude. Pam Sorensen keep dangling that shit out in the air, dude, and she won't let it be out.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Like, when did she post? Did she post it again?
Yeah, she posted again, bro, on Facebook.
Because I've been following her on Instagram, and she's been posting pictures of her working. She's been working out, but no fight news, man.
No, I follow her. I'm friends with her on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? She does most of her posting on Facebook, bro. And she keeps saying, like, she posted a picture with one of her training partners. And then she was like, just waiting on the fight announcement. Big news coming soon. She's like, she dangled that shit out there again.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is Pam Sorensen hiding, man? Because, I mean, she keeps saying big news coming. A fight in Invicta is really not big news. Like, it's big news for her, you know what I'm saying? But when she's saying big news, man, I'm feeling UFC, bro.
Yeah, like, that's the only thing I'm thinking of. Like, I know it ain't Bellator at this point. It's got to be UFC, so they're working on something. I think she's going to have I mark my word. I'm not making any promises, but I think she will have a fight by the end of this year. I mean, we're coming up on the end. She'll be back by the end of this year.
Do you think she'll be in the UFC, though?
No, you know what? It might be the contender season.
You think so?
Knowing how the UFC works, they would probably put her through that, even though they didn't, even though they need somebody at featherweight, they would probably put her through that, man. So, yeah. As bad a decision that would be. I mean, it's a bad decision, but you know how the UFC does. I mean, I would rather her get signed, but they might put her through that. You don't know.
I hope they wouldn't put Pam through the contender series, because Pam don't need to go through the contender series, man. She's a champion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pam don't need to go through the contender series. The contender series are for contenders, bro, not champions. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
It's not. I mean, that's for people like Macy Barber, Sean O'Malley. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's for people like that, bro. Like Pam Sorensen, nah, man. She on the same level with Felicia Spencer. You know what I'm saying? She on that level, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, maybe they bringing her in for a fight, bro. Like, maybe they gonna say, well, we're gonna find a fight for Pam Sorensen. You know, like, because the WMMA community been saying it for years, bro. Y'all need to sign Pam Sorensen.
Yeah, I've been saying.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, maybe they listening, bro. Like, maybe they listening and gonna give Pam a fight. But every time I say something to Pam, she'll be like, I can't say anything right now. I'm like, Pam, like, I'm not gonna put it out there knowing I probably would. But I'm like, Pam, like, what is it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? Is it the UFC? She won't even still be like, I can't say anything. And I'm just like, it's gotta be the UFC, bro. It's gotta be the UFC.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is, especially with like what Norman Dumont was talking about a while back. They might be making more fighters come in. But you brought up,
Yeah.
I think you said it too in the chat, and I said it. But like, what do you think, man? Like Olga Rubin in the UFC featherweight.
Like, I could see them doing that. I could see them doing that. I mean, dude, they got Zero dos Santos. They found Norma Dumont from the corners of Brazil, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, why wouldn't they if Olga Rubin's a free agent, why wouldn't they sign Olga Rubin?
Yeah, Olga Rubin versus Norma Dumont. I mean, I could see that. Like,
yeah, I can see that happening too. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna have to give. Norma already said, she ain't trying to be rushed into a fight with Amanda Nunes. They're gonna have to give Norma Dumont somebody to fight, bro. Because for one, Norma Dumont said that the UFC want her to stay at 145. Yeah. So if they telling her that, then obviously they're gonna make fights for her. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make something happen for her. They're gonna have to put some girls in front of Norma if she gonna end up fighting for the belt. Because I mean, believe it or not, if we see Norma go out and perform the way Norma has performed in her last couple of fights against 2 or 3 more people, then that's gonna get people excited to see her fight Amanda Nunes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. Like, if Norma go out here and starts 2 or 3 more featherweights, like the way she starts Ashley Evans Smith and Felicia Spencer, then people gonna be like, okay, this girl can hit hard, yo. She can hit hard. You know what I'm saying? She's not facing somebody that's as big and long as Megan Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we gonna see Norma Dumont do? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is.
let me ask you this then. Since you bring up Norma, like, who is more of a challenge for Amanda Nunes, Norma or Pena?
I'm about to go Juliana Pena.
Okay, yeah.
For sure. Mm-hmm. For sure, Juliana Pena. Absolutely. Because I feel like Norma's still got more questions to be answered, like cardio. Because the way she faded, now she's looked good in the last couple of fights, but the way she faded in that Megan Anderson fight, dude, I mean, she faded fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, she faded real fast in that Megan Anderson fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe she was heavy because she looked a lot bigger in that fight than she has in any other fight that we've seen her in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she looked a lot bigger, but it's a lot more bottom heavy. You know what I'm saying? But Juliana Pena, man, Juliana Pena gonna make it rough, dude. And if you go back and watch that GDR fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way Juliana approached GDR, like the way she was approaching her, like, that was smart by Juliana Pena, bro. Like, I think it was smart to constantly feigning at Julie, keeping Jermaine Durandame guessing. That's what she was doing, dude. You know what I'm saying? But even though Amanda Nunes isn't as afraid of the ground game as Jermaine Durandame is, Juliana Pena still is very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's still very dangerous. And the thing about Juliana Pena is that she's not gonna approach Amanda Nunes scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, Juliana Pena gonna go straight up. I mean, look how she savagely called out Amanda Nunes. Do you think she's gonna approach her scared? Hell no. Like, Juliana Pena about to go balls to the walls in there with Amanda Nunes, man. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah,
I do.
I'm actually go back and watch it tonight. I see Mary says she gonna watch it. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that GDR Pena fight though.
But yeah, look at how Pena approached GDR. Like I said, Amanda may not be as cautious as GDR was because GDR did not want to get taken down by Pena. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she just didn't. So, Amanda Nunes may not be, and when GDR fired, she hit Nunes. I mean, she hit Pena and she dropped Pena. Like, Pena fell over when Jermaine hit her. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of worries me too, as far as like the power from Nunes. But if GDR, if Pena can make it ugly, dude, that's got to be the game plan, is to get in there and make it ugly. Like, pin her, like, get her down. Like, you have to get her down and you have to put her on her back. Like, and if anybody can do it, I think Juliana Pena can do it, bro. She's that level of fighter, bro.
Yeah, she got to make Nunes work harder than ever. Nunes fights at her own pace, but you got to make her outpace herself where she's using more gas than she needs to every round, And Pena
Yeah.
Pena's got to be that rugged fighter like she was with Valentina in the first round. I mean, you got to do that for 5 rounds though.
Right.
Oh
You got to do it till Amanda Nunes is out of there.
yeah. Hey, okay. What do you think of this? High Five said Antonina and Barbara should be switched to Bellator. They might be champion there. Now, do you see Macy Barber being champion at
Oh
Bellator?
no, neither one of them will be champion, bro. No, bro. No, you wild on that one. Listen, bro. Antonina would have to fight. Listen, I can rattle off 3 names that'll take out Antonina. Alimale McFarlane, you know what I'm saying, Juliana Velasquez, and Alejandra Lara. They taking Antonina out. You know what I'm saying? They taking her out. Macy probably can knock a few girls out over at Bellator. You know what I'm saying? She can knock out Alimale. I doubt it. You know, she can knock out Liz Carmouche. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't gonna beat Alima Keelhouse. Or Velasquez. Alima and Velasquez are the 2 best at 125.
I don't even think Macy could beat Liz Carmouche. Nah, I think Liz Carmouche is too smart. I think Liz is smarter than Macy. I think Macy could beat the lower level, but yeah, she's not touching the champion, or even like she could probably beat Conor Watanabe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I see Kate Jackson beating both of them, actually, in my opinion. So I think the switch to divisions, switch to organization, it's not going to change who they are. Like, I don't see them being champion there.
Nah, them Bellator flyweights, they rough and rugged. I'm telling you, I can't wait to see what Afsar Gova does in this fight.
Yeah.
I want to see her knock out Valerie Loretta, to be honest. Like, put her in there with Loretta. They got Loretta in the rankings, bro. Like, put Afsar Gova in there with Loretta, and let's see, everybody talk about, Loretta got knockout power. Yeah, she got knockout power, but she ain't got knockout power like Afsar Gova, bro. That girl got dangerous knockout power. Even though Tara Graff is a little chinny, but the way that combination landed, bro, ooh, that was nasty, bro, the way she finished Tara Graff, bro. I mean, that shocked me the same way Liana Jojua's armbar on Diana Belbita shocked me, bro. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you I'm telling you, them savage finishes over girls, man, like when them girls go out there and savagely finish somebody, you gotta take note of that, bro. You gotta take note.
Yeah, you do, man, because it's like when you see a girl do that, and that's like, I'm on to the next one. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm ready for the next one. You know, it's their way of thinking. Like, that's that kill switch, man. What do you think of this? Is this too late for this? George said Antonina should be an Invicta to build her skills. Like, does she have time to do that now?
Nah, she ain't got time for that. Ain't no time to go back. Antonina's she's in the last 10 fights of her career, bro. She ain't going back.
Honestly, I know y'all think Tanisha Tennett's average, but I think Tanisha Tennett could beat Antonina at 135. That's my opinion.
She easy to beat, bro. Like, Antonina easy to beat and stuff. Like, look at the girl she beat versus the girl she lost to, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, them girl. I mean, I don't know.
Mary said, BJ, that's a bold-faced lie. Barbara would not KO Liz Carmouche.
She probably wouldn't KO Carmouche, but Barbara gonna knock somebody out. She go to Bellator. Somebody getting knocked out. Somebody getting hit. Somebody getting dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, Macy is a dangerous knockout artist against any flyweight. So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Like, she can knock out any flyweight. If Macy connects, she can knock him out.
Yeah. If she was in Bellator, Conor Watanabe would be the one, just off of that defense that she showed. Like, her chin was wide open. Yeah, she would be the one.
Right.
Yeah. And who else? Yeah. But she wouldn't get to the belt.
Nah.
Not at all. High five. Yeah, Carmouche is 125. She's not at bantamweight anymore. She's been at 125.
But she's been at 125 since before she left the UFC.
Yeah, Mary made a good point. She said Antonina waited too long to get into MMA. That's why. Yeah.
I mean, she just ain't. I mean, I don't know. I don't see it with Antonina, man. I just don't see it, bro. I don't see it. And she don't respond to call outs, bro. That's what. Like, she don't respond to call outs. Like, I lose respect for people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Macy Barber called out Jillian Robertson, and Jillian Robertson took the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jillian Robertson took the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is simple as that. Whether you feel you're gonna win or lose, take the fight. You're a fighter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I said in the video, if it's a champion, I get it. It's a champion. They earn kind of the right to do that. Mm-hmm. But a contender and a low-level contender, come on, man.
And I will say this too, BJ. Look, you can keep the receipt on this, but look, I'm always giving your girl guff, but Montana has shown more growth than Antonina.
Antonina has shown no growth.
Yeah,
I ain't seen no growth from Antonina, man. Like, none whatsoever.
Yeah, I see more out of Montana. I mean, you know, I think, you know, Montana got time on her side too, but I think, yeah, Montana is going to be around longer than Antonina. I mean, it's just honestly, you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Montana making a good case for herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay, you know, she picking off lower girls. You know what I'm saying? But she's still making a case for herself because she winning. You know, she winning a lot of the fights that she winning way more than she losing. You know what I'm saying? So she's still making a case for herself, and she got to wear around the skill set. Antonina, on the other hand, is not taking fights. Like, she just don't take. Like, she's had two people that I can say their name and for sure know. I know there's been other girls that have called out Antonina. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, she don't respond to it. Like, it's just like she would rather fight strikers, and these strikers are surprising her by taking her down and beating her up and submitting her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But before you get off your combo, what did you feel about that Sabina Mazo and Maria Agapova fight being made?
Oh, man, I saw that. That's going to be good, man. I think that's going to be good. I see somebody getting stopped. In that fight because Mazo throws him head kicks and she's intense. Agapova, she's reckless. You know, she'll come in there reckless trying to throw big shots. I think it's the fight they both need. I won't say it's the fight they both need. Mazo's done more than Agapova. She should be treated a little better than me. I think Mazo would probably need somebody like who else is like not open right now? Like, she would need somebody like a Marina Moreau or somebody with a little more skill to her. Agapova's kind of like starting from scratch right now with what she's been going through.
Right.
I'll take the fight though, just because they have the same build, and I think, you know, it's a good style matchup, and it'll be a good fight. But I think Mazo deserves a little bit better. What about you?
Maybe like a Jillian Robertson or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Mm-hmm. All right, Colton. Colton said I think Agapova's going to kill Mazo. I don't think so, man.
Sabina Mazo's slow.
Yeah.
I give her that she's slow, but when she connect though, like when she hits you, you know what I'm saying? Like I love it. I want to see Agapova because she kind of cocky.
Yeah, I do. I definitely want to see it. Yeah.
Put her in there with you know who I'm gonna say, dude. Go ahead and finish it for me.
Oh, Montana?
No.
Oh, Manon Firo.
No.
Miranda?
Put in there with Priscilla Cachueta. Put in there with Priscilla.
Oh,
she
yeah.
She thinks she bad. She thinks she bad though.
No. Priscilla's that badass on that level. Priscilla's that one, man. Priscilla's that one now.
Bro, I want to see Priscilla. I want to see Priscilla knock out Maria Agapova, and I want to see Priscilla. I want to see Tracy Cortez in there with Priscilla, dude. I want to see it.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good one. Hey, Mary Thomas asked this. What do you think of this? What would Macy Barber versus Andrade look like?
I talked about that before.
Did you?
I've talked about that before.
Yeah, on your channel. Yeah, we did the matchups. Yeah, you did the flyweight matchup. Yeah.
Macy Barber, dude. Listen, people gonna say what they want to say about Macy Barber. Like, you can call Macy Barber what you want to call Macy Barber. Macy Barber got bricks in her hands, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can say what you want to say about Macy Barber. Macy Barber got bricks in her hands. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody saw that Greg Hardy Tai Tuivasa fight.
Yeah.
When they just traded bombs, and somebody gonna get hit.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if Andrade and Macy, you know what I'm saying? I know the accomplishments. I know the level. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking of what is in my mind if them two step into the octagon together. And what I see is bombs flying, bro. And somebody gonna get clipped. We know that if Andrade get clipped, she goes down. We know that if Macy Barber get clipped, she done been dropped too. You know what I'm saying? Like JJR just dropped her multiple times. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you talk about two girls with bricks in their hands, bro, that's something.
Yeah, that's
something. Hold on. What you say, Gumbo?
I was gonna say. Oh, I hear like an echo.
Hold on. Let me go out and go back in.
Okay. So yeah, like like BJ was saying about this fight, Mary. I think Andrade versus Barber. Somebody's getting something broke. I mean, somebody's nose is gonna be broke in this fight. Somebody's getting dropped. Cause I see both of them throwing bombs in this one, man. Cause hold on, BJ's back. All right, B.
My bad.
Yeah, I was telling Mary. I said I see something getting broke. Somebody's nose is gonna get broke in this fight between Macy and Andrade. Cause they're gonna be letting right hands go, and Macy has no quit. Macy, when she get hit, she gonna come back and she's gonna be trying to back Andrade up. Andrade's gonna be trying to land her right hand, and it's gonna make Andrade revert back to the
berserker.
The berserker, exactly. It's gonna make her revert to that. Like, she ain't gonna be worried about head movement. She ain't gonna worry about no jab. You hit her, she gonna be trying to let bombs fly. So I see that as like an explosive fight. So I hope Macy could get back to that level. I don't think she's gonna win this Miranda fight, but eventually, if she can get back to that level, man, I want to see her fight some of these big punchers, man, like Andrade or
like Arujo.
Yeah, Vivian, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I want to see it because, I mean, that's what's and I want to put Ariane Lipski in this conversation because Ariane Lipski she got bricks in her hands too, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Lipski just can't get it together. I don't know what it is, but maybe they give Lipski one more fight and we see Lipski put on a great performance. You know what I'm saying? We need to see that. Like, she needs that. Because I wish that I could put Lipski in that conversation with them brick blowers. Because, I mean, if we strike for strike, man, like, Lipski dangerous too, dude. Like, Lipski's still dangerous. That's why these girls don't want no part of her hand. These girls know to take Ariane Lipski down. Yeah. Antonina became a submission specialist. You know what I mean? She became a ground fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because she got hit. Lipski almost knocked Antonina out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she almost knocked her out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I wish I could put her in that conversation, but as far as them brick blowers, man, them brick throwers up at 125, I mean, you got Andrade, you got Viviane Arujo, you got Macy Barber. Like, I mean, who else throwing bricks at 125?
I think Manon is throwing bombs.
Manon throwing bombs.
Throwing bombs. Yeah. Yeah, Arujo is just her gas tank kind of limits hers, but that's.
But I think Taylor Santos got some bombs in there too that she ain't thrown out yet.
Yeah, Taylor, and Sabina Mazo versus Ariane Lipski, that would have been a good fight. That would have been a good match. So Mary said, so y'all got Andrade Barber is 50-50. I would still give Andrade the edge. Like,
Yeah.
I think it would still be like a, a slugfest, but I'm gonna still give Andrade the edge in that fight. I'm gonna still say it's probably like 60-40 for Andrade, or maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be some close rounds in there.
But as far as striking, where does Marina Moroz fit in this though? Like, what level is Marina Moroz on? Is she on Manon level? Like, I can't really tell.
Nah.
Like, is she one of those type of strikers, dude?
No, I don't think she's. I think her striking is good for 115, but it's not like effective at 125. You see, like she was piecing up Myra Buena Silva, but still had a lot of trouble. Like I think her overall game is more of a strawweight game. Like 125 is just like a different story. She's just not packing that type of technique and power to me. Like she has technique, but it's not carrying up to this heavier weight. Like I think Manon's striking is better for flyweight or bantamweight because she's so aggressive and she throws with bad intentions. Like Marina
That's
Moreau.
another reason I think that.
Yeah,
that's another reason I think Jillian Robertson should go to 115. She's got a strawweight style.
Yeah, because Marina Moreau is more of like it's coming off like point fighting. You know, it's not enough. Like what she's doing, not enough, man.
Yeah, it's like you ain't seen her hurt nobody. Like she ain't hurt nobody with no punch. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't throwing. Like it's like she ain't got no intent. Like she ain't trying to hurt you. She's just trying to score.
Like why?
At least that's what I saw.
Why didn't the Taylor Santos fight happen? Right? You know.
Right.
I mean, like,
dude, I'm telling you, Taylor gonna make it rough for somebody, bro. Like Taylor gonna make it rough at 125 for somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you know, Taylor. I gotta give Taylor some respect. You know what I'm saying? She ain't done a lot for me. You know, she ain't done a lot, but I gotta give her some respect. You know, Taylor big and Taylor physical, bro. It's hard. It's hard. I'm still I don't know whether to put the word athlete or fighter on Taylor Santos yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she shows athleticism and fight IQ.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, I don't know, because some fighters are more athletes than they are fighters, like Greg Hardy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some fighters, Macy Barber is a good blend of both, but I just don't know where to put Taylor Santos in on that at.
Yeah, Taylor's got that. She got that dog in her, man, where she like to take a shot to give a shot. She definitely showing the fighter in there, but she's got that strength too, and that physical strength that you've seen in them ground clinches, where she's just so like mobile, fluid. You know what I mean? Like she got that power, she got that body of an athlete. So she kind of a mix of both, man. I just need to see more right now. I mean, I need to see. That's why I wanted that Roxanne fight to be made, man. But Roxanne got out of that one, man.
He said Roxanne and took Tatiana Suarez.
Suarez.
Like that's like when Michelle Watterson ducked Tatiana and fought Joanna. Like what? Like did you think that was more of a winnable fight for you? Like does Roxanne think that Tatiana Suarez is more of a winnable fight?
You got to go with the lesser of two evils, man. I think.
And Tatiana is the lesser?
She's thinking coming off a 2-year layoff, though. You know what I mean? Like coming off a 2-year layoff and coming up to 125. You know, this is going to be her first fight. So that could be their mindset. Like, I'm coming off an injury. She's coming off a, long 2-year injury layoff. So she's like, I'm going this direction instead of Taylor. You know, that could be their way of thinking. I don't know.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Cause
you tell me, Marcus. What did Roxanne tell you, man? Let me ask Marcus. Put in the comment section, Marcus. You know what Roxanne up to.
I can tell you what she said.
What?
Well, a ground game. If she wants to take me down, I love to fight on the ground. So, my jiu-jitsu is better than hers. Her wrestling's good, but my jiu-jitsu is better. So, I'm just to be honest, I'm scared of Taylor Santos
because of the way she nullified Jillian Robertson on the ground. So I'm going to duck that fight, and I'm going to take what I think is an injured Tatiana Suarez. Huh? Yeah. Rock on.
Damn, man. Oh, BJ, dang, man. Yeah, it's a fight that a lot of people don't want, man. Like 14 times she's had cancellations, maybe going on 15 cancellations. So I don't know, man. Like maybe it's just her luck, or maybe it's the fighters, they don't want it, man.
Marcus Bell said Liana Jojua should have been replaced with Ariane Lipski against Courtney Casey.
So Ariane should have been taking on Jojua, he means, or
he means that Lipski should have been taking on Courtney Casey instead of Liana Jojua.
Lipski should have been
I don't know, man. This is kind of like the Georgian fighter wave is going on right now. You know what I'm saying, with Merab Walashvili and I forgot what's that middleweight's name, Roman Dolidze.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, like it's the Georgian wave right now, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So these Georgian fighters gonna get a push, bro.
Oh yeah, and I think Ariane coming off the loss, Liana Jojua, she's got to get back in the mix. So Courtney Casey's the next thing for her, right?
Courtney Casey a mark, bro.
Dang.
She a mark. But Courtney Casey a mark, though. Like, they know what they doing when they put her in there with Jillian Robertson and now Liana Jojua. Like, they know what they know. Like, they testing Courtney Casey ground game. Like, I mean, that's got to be what they doing, bro.
Testing the ground game? Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
If they were just testing it, they wouldn't have put her in there with Jillian from the jump. Because, Jillian's a much better grappler than her, so they should have been easing her into it.
I don't know, bro. But think about it, though. If Courtney Casey can't get past Robertson and then Jojua, that's not. Didn't she just lose to J.J. Aldrich?
Yeah, she did. She lost.
That'd be 3 straight losses in a row.
Oh yeah, I think they're setting this up, man. Because if she don't win this one, that's it, man. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Let me pull.
That's
Courtney.
crazy, man.
Let me pull up her record. Courtney Casey.
Please.
Okay, Courtney, since moving up to 125, let's see, she beat Barella, she lost to Jillian, she lost to JJ. So she's on a 2-fight losing streak.
Right.
So if she go in there and lose to Jojua, then yeah, it might be a cut. You don't know.
That might be it for Courtney Casey, bro.
Or back down to 115.
If they don't get rid of her altogether, bro. If they don't get rid of Courtney Casey altogether, you know what I'm saying? And people like when Jillian lost this last fight to Miranda Maverick, everybody's like, "Oh, Jillian Robertson is in fear of getting cut." I'm like, what? Like, this is her first time ever losing 2 fights in a row. Like, Courtney Casey, Ariane Lipski, those girls are in fear of being cut. You know what I'm saying? Casey with 3 losses in a row, if she loses to Jojua, that's not good.
Yeah, because she's not even breaking into the top 15, so they're just going to continue to put her in these unranked fights, and if she continues to lose, then it's going to be like, we're going to have to cut you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm excited to see what's coming up, man. I'm excited to see Tatiana versus Roxanne. I'm excited to see Calvillo versus Andrade. That's a good one. Chukagian ain't fighting nobody, is she?
No. Did she call somebody out? I think she called.
She called out Alexa Grasso.
Yeah, she called out Alexa Grasso. Yeah.
You think they're gonna make that fight?
I don't think so. They might give Alexa Grasso somebody like. They might give Alexa Grasso JoJo or something. That's just my guess, because JoJo's coming off the loss. She got to face somebody lower in the rank. They might give JoJo Alexa Grasso next.
Man, Alexa Grasso, man, she better capitalize, bro. She better capitalize. What you think?
She could win that fight. She could win that fight. I'm gonna go with JoJo though. You know I gotta ride with JoJo in that fight though.
Yeah. Alexa Grasso is in an interesting position, man. Like, everybody knows her, you know what I'm saying, but she got to win some fights, you know what I'm saying? Like, she winning. She got some wins, but she got to keep on winning, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got to, like, when they test her, like, when they throw her one of those grapplers, bro, like, she got to pass that test.
Yeah.
She got to pass that test, bro. Like, and we all know that it's coming. We all know that Alexa Grasso gonna get in there with a grappler. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're gonna have to see. We all know that Manon Furiat gonna get in there with a grappler. So we know Manon ain't fighting JoJo. I was hoping they made that fight. So maybe a Jillian Robertson fight against Manon. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, we got to see these elite strikers. We got to see, this is mixed martial arts. This ain't striking. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see if they can pass them tests.
What do you think? Who do you think does better against grapplers? Like, who do you think will do better, Manon or Alexa Grasso?
I'm going to go with Alexa Grasso because Alexa Grasso has been there. She's been up under Tatiana Suarez. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's been out grappled by some pretty good grapplers. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see. I mean, she's been there. Hopefully she's learned. I hope that Alexa Grasso has learned. I hope that Alexa Grasso will give a better account of herself on the ground than Manon Furiat. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I hope. If she, on paper, she should do better on the ground against Manon. Better than Manon, since being in there with people like Tatiana Suarez. Didn't she fight Carla Esparza too?
Alexa Grasso, yeah, she did at 115. Yeah, she did. Yeah.
I mean, you know, so she's been in there. You know, she's felt that pressure. Hopefully, she's learned.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I think that Alec, you know, her and Laura train together. I think Laura's better on the ground than Alexa Grasso.
You think so?
Absolutely, Alejandro Lara, absolutely.
Oh, better than Alexa? Yeah. I think so. Yeah, I was thinking of somebody else, but yeah. I think Laura's like, you know, I think she just like knows how to use that weight and that strength. She's a strong flyweight.
Yeah, she's a big, strong flyweight. So yeah, like, but what I'm saying is like they train at the same gym. So I know that Alexa Grasso, I know she getting those looks in training.
Yeah, but it seems like Laura's taking away more with the groundwork out of that gym, though. Even out of Aldana, in my opinion, I think that she's more of a ground fighter than they are.
Aldana's in that camp too.
Yeah.
Because you'll see Laura on the ground working. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll see that. So, you know, I feel like she's taking. I mean, like I said, I know the looks are there. Like, I know it's there because Laura shows that, hey, I'm good on the ground too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good on the ground. Like, I can fight on the ground and on the feet. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, I know they train. I know she's training it, but Alexa Grasso ain't showed it at all, really.
No, No, she hasn't shown it like they have, or like Laura has. Yeah, so when the more and more she moves up, she might have trouble with like Jennifer Maia, or you know.
That's if
Andrade.
Jennifer Maia takes the fight to the ground, though.
Yeah, if she does, yeah.
If Jennifer Maia takes the fight to the ground, I feel like I feel like, you know, second round Maia should have shot for the takedown and dominated Jessica Eye on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was expecting, they come out striking, filling each other out in the first round. I was expecting Jennifer Maia to shoot in the second round, and she didn't, bro.
Yeah, that was kind of ridiculous to me. I was like, why are you not taking this girl down? You got the better ground game. That was just kind of upsetting to see.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird, but she got the win. She got the dub. Where does she go from here? Like, who does Maia fight next? Like, what's going on?
Well, she did say after the fight, she was like, look, I'm the only one that gonna fight with Valentina. I only need one fight. Make it happen. What do you think of that?
I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But and it's good. And I praise Jennifer Maia in that fight because, like I said, Jennifer Maia showed a lot of other flyweights. You know what I'm saying? You put Valentina on her back, she's not as effective. She's not as effective if you put her down. And I think that would be more of Jennifer Maia's game plan in a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and with that being said, that alone would be why I would say yes to the fight. But I would say no because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, 4 out of 5 rounds you got dominated.
Right.
Yeah, you went 5 rounds, but you got a big ass head, and you ain't just gonna go down like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And 4 out of 5 rounds she did get dominated, but you know, maybe Jennifer Maia will come out. I mean, maybe they'll do that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but they didn't do it for Chukagian.
No, I don't think Chukagian wanted it like that.
True, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
But
that's
I will
true.
say this though, bringing up Chukagian, I don't know, man. Like, if Maia fights Valentina again, she might get stopped this time.
You think so?
The way she was taking punches in that fight with Valentina, like in the 3, 4, 5 round, I was like, man, she might get stopped this time around.
Yes, because Valentina was landing that straight left on her like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, straight down the pipe too, and it was landing every time. Like she was hitting Jennifer Maia square in the face, dog. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But maybe we need that, dude. That's why I'm saying we need that new blood. Here we are talking about a recycle fight, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like we need that new blood, man. It's like I wish if I could sit down and have a conversation with the matchmakers, I'd be like, listen, y'all, we need the new blood. We need these girls need to be fighting these girls. We need to get them spots taken. Somebody's spot need to go. Somebody's spot need to go, man. Like you need to put Macy Barber in there with, you know what I'm saying, Lauren Murphy. You need to put Miranda Maverick in there with Cynthia Calvillo. You need to put Taylor Santos in there with Jessica Andrade. You need to, you know what I'm saying, that's what you need to put Manon Furia in there with Viviane Araújo. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that. Can we do that? Like, you know, can we put Jillian Robinson in there with Andrea Lee? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we do something like that? Like, that's going to make this division a whole lot. Dude, would flyweight not take off if those matches were made?
Oh, yeah.
Flyweight would take the fuck off, bro, because if those young girls start winning, you know what I'm saying? Let's say Manon beats Viviane Araújo. Macy Barber beats fucking Lauren Murphy. Miranda Maverick beats Cynthia Calvillo. Taylor Santos beats Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Jillian beats KGB. Dude, we just flipped the whole division. You know what I'm saying? We literally just flipped the whole division. Like, the division will be so much more exciting, I think. So much more exciting.
Yeah, you'd have more fighters who want to fight, man. You'd have more killers that would give the champ, you know, a different look, hopefully, you know. But what do you think, man, by, like, let's say next year, where do you think Manon Firo and Miranda and Taylor, where do you think they'll rank at?
I can see Miranda Maverick top 5. I'm not even gonna lie. 2022, I can see Miranda beating Macy Barber, you know what I'm saying, and taking a short notice fight and winning. Like, I could totally see it, bro. Miranda Maverick is realistically 2 fights away from a title shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could be 2 fights away from it. If she beats, let's say she beats Macy Barber and then turns around and takes the fight with Chukagian and goes up in there and beats Chukagian. You got to give Miranda Maverick a title shot, bro. Like, you got to give Miranda. You got to let Lauren Murphy fight Valentina and get starts, and then you got to let Miranda Maverick fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need, bro. And I think Taylor Santos could be right up in the mix too. But I feel like Taylor Santos would lose to like Katlyn Chukagian, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chukagian hard to beat, bro. Yeah. She hard to beat, bro. And you know, I said that about Miranda Maverick, but it'd be hard for Miranda Maverick to beat Chukagian, man. Like, it's hard to beat Chukagian unless you're somebody like Andrade, you know, or Valentina.
Yeah.
It's hard to really pick anybody else.
She's chaotic, man. Her style, man, it's like crazy. Nobody can really just handle it unless you Valentina or Andrade. So that's going to be the big test for everybody, her and Andrade. So I think anybody who beats any of them would deserve that title shot.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I mean, so what do you think about if Calvillo goes out here and beats Andrade? What's gonna happen, bro?
Ooh, if Calvillo beat Andrade, man,
Calvillo gonna call out Valentina if she beats Andrade.
Yeah, she will. She will. Because she was kind of hitting around it in the interview she did. She was already saying my grappling is better, and she wants to fight for the title eventually. So if she beats Andrade, she gonna be screaming Valentina's name. If she doesn't, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna be mad because she carrying that energy, man.
Yeah. I feel like her or Tatiana Suarez, if they win their next fights, they'll call out Valentina. Or I really think that Andrade will call out. I mean, I think Tatiana will call out Andrade because everybody wanted to see that at strawweight. Like everybody wanted to see Suarez versus Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that Tatiana will call out Andrade. You know what I'm saying? But if Calvillo wins, absolutely, she'll call out Valentina.
Yeah, so I think those will probably be her next title lineups. It'll be Lauren Murphy, of course, but then it'll be the winner if Calvillo beats Andrade, which is a big if, you know.
Yeah, big if.
What do you think, though? Wait a minute. Marcus Bell said something here I wanted to read. Marcus, what did he say? Hold on. Something about Andrea Lee. Hold on.
He said Andrea Lee ain't beat nobody. I mean, ain't nobody below her or unranked gonna beat her. I don't know, dude. That Jillian Robinson fight wasn't looking too good for Andrea Lee, bro. I had Jillian winning that.
Yeah, that fight, I wanted to see that. That was going to be a good fight. But I think Manon would have that style to beat Andrea Lee. I think she's going to do it. I think she would do it.
Yeah, man. It's all about the pace. If you put a pace on Andrea Lee, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you outpace her, dude, like if you just keep going like Manon does, like Manon, because now Andrea Lee is like, she throws like one shot. You don't really see a whole lot of like combinations from Andrea Lee. Even in the fight with Montana De La Rosa, you know what I'm saying? Like she just was jabbing her to death. That's really all she did was jab her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you didn't see really no 1-2. It was Montana De La Rosa throwing the 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Trying to land the right hand. It really wasn't Andrea. Andrea was just jabbing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and then the same thing in the fight with who did she just fight? Who did Andrea Lee lose to? Was it Joanne Calderwood? It was Lauren Murphy.
She lost to both of them.
Yeah, in both of those fights. You know what I'm saying? It was just...
And Roxanne again.
It wasn't very... Like, she doesn't do a lot. Manon would come after. Like, Jillian Robertson and Manon Ferriat would put a pace on Andrea Lee that I feel like would make her uncomfortable. Because Jillian Robertson is constantly going to be going... Like, Montana was going for the takedowns, but she wasn't as relentless with the takedowns as Jillian Robertson would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jillian Robertson would be on those damn takedowns. And, I mean, Manon Ferriat just going to come forward just throwing hell. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's stylistic-wise, man. Like, it's an interesting matchup for Andrea Lee, either one of those fighters.
Shoot, you know, Manon got that brown belt now, too, man. She's stepping it up.
Yeah, Manon, she got to step up. She got to step up, man. At 125, a grappler heavy division, she got to step up.
Oh, yeah. Mary Thomas said, Calvillo better bring that harpoon to beat Andrade. Robot Chicken.
Miranda Maverick in there, too. I got to give Miranda her props, bro.
Yeah.
Miranda Maverick in there, bro.
Yeah, she'll get there. I think Miranda will... George said Miranda should fight Manon or Antonina. I don't think she should fight Manon yet. No. I think Montana should fight Antonina. That's the one she want. Give her that fight. But Miranda Manon don't need to fight yet. Not till they get into the top 10.
Yeah, I want to see that fight later on. I don't want to see that. That's kind of like putting two stars, like two promising prospects against each other. Like, they bad about doing that at 125. They did it with Robertson and Macy. Like, don't make them two fight. Like, why would you make them two fight? You know what I'm saying? Like that didn't make sense to make like the Robertson Macy fight really didn't make that much sense to me though.
No, nothing came out of it, right? I mean, as far as like ranking, they didn't really push either one of them like to great level.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like why put them two against each other when they could be taking out one of these old heads? You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't make the Manon and Miranda Maverick fight. Like, I think if Miranda beats Macy Barber, give her Alexa Grasso.
Yeah.
And that's a good matchup for me. Give her Alexa Grasso. They both beat Macy Barber. Sometimes that's the pattern that the UFC follows. If you both beat somebody, you end up fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there you go.
Shoot, yeah. But damn, man, yeah, we've been talking about this flyweight division. It's interesting, man. I guess it is interesting, man. Like,
It is.
I like the matchups that can be made here, man. Like, I like the lower level right now more so than the top 10.
It's more exciting down there, bro.
Yeah,
it is. It's more exciting down there than it is up there, bro. Up there, they just shuffling them around. You know what I'm saying? Like, they introduced some new blood with Viviane Araujo. You know what I'm saying? But she flopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, she flopped. So, I mean, and it seems like they just getting pushed even lower when people like Calvillo, Andrade, Grasso, Suarez, they coming into the division. It's like Miranda and them get pushed a notch back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn.
Ooh, well, let me ask you this before I wrap this thing up, though. What do you think about Sijara Eubank coming down? You think that's a permanent comeback or what?
What you mean?
Sijara Eubank moving down to 125.
She going back to 125?
Yeah, her fight. Well, her original fight was with Priscilla Cachoeira on the Miranda Macy card, but it got canceled, so now she's fighting Elise Reed.
And Sijara gonna make that cut to 125, bro?
That's the question. Yeah.
She fighting who?
She's actually fighting a strawweight coming in named Elise Reed from Cage Fury.
At 125, that's crazy, man. But then again, when you think about it though, like Sarge Eubanks is small in there with them girls, bro.
At bantamweight?
Yeah, she's small in there with them girls. She really is. It's like she's a tweener.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she's a tweener. Like, she should fight it. Like, they had like a 130-pound weight class. That would be for Sijara Eubanks. You know what I'm saying? Like a 130-pound weight class. But 125 is just, it's hard for Eubanks to make 125.
Yeah. And
like, we've seen it, dude. Like, we've seen it.
I didn't like that matchup with her and Macy Chiasson that was about to happen.
No.
Crazy.
Hell no.
That
like, Macy would hurt her in there, dude, just with range alone. Like, and Macy know how to use her range, too.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, Macy know how to pick you off. Like, Macy know, like, let me tell you, Macy Chiasson is a damn dog. I like it. I like Macy. But
ooh, how do you think Avila versus Macy Chiasson would go?
Oh.
Julia Avila versus Macy Chiasson.
I still would have had to go with Macy Chiasson in that fight, though.
All right.
Macy big. I was going to see that Avila. Wasn't Avila supposed to fight Nico?
She was, yeah. She was.
Yeah, that's what I want. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see Nico versus Julia Avila. You know what I'm saying? That was the fight I want to see. But Sijara Eubanks 125. She always said that she wanted to go back to 125. Like, she always said that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I gotta see her make the weight.
Yeah, I think weight cut's gonna be hard on her, man.
Yeah, I gotta see Sijara. I gotta see Sarge make that weight, bro. Once I see her make that weight and put on a good performance, then yeah, maybe 135 is too big for her. Because them girls, every girl she got in there with was bigger than her, bro.
Yeah. They were all too big, man.
But it's gonna be some girls that's bigger than her at 125.
Yeah, but she fought Lauren Murphy before, but she handled Lauren pretty good.
Yeah.
Viviana Arujo versus Sarge, that would be interesting.
Yeah, they kind of similar body styles, kind of similar frames. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, absolutely. Last question for you, though, man. Where does Arujo go?
Oh man, where is she going from here, man?
Andrea Lee.
I could see that. She's definitely not getting somebody above her right now. I think either Alexa Grasso or Andrea Lee. They might go lower. So she might get to number 10.
We keep forgetting about Arujo, though.
You say forget about her?
So we keep forgetting about Arujo.
It's not that I'm forgetting. It's just the fact that she lit up in that Caitlyn fight. Like, she just didn't do enough to destroy her and say, I'm this next contender. You know what I mean? Like, she kind of did that to herself.
Right.
So it ain't our fault. Like, I'm just. But if I had to pick, man, I would say either Grasso or Andrea Lee might be good for her. No. I'm saving Andrea Lee from Manon Fiorot, but let's do Alexa Grasso. Yeah.
Why you gonna do Manon like that? Why you gonna do Andrea Lee like that, man? You must want Manon to put Andrea Lee out of that, boy.
I just want to see a good fight.
Now you trying to see Andrea Lee get beat up. I know what you trying to see, dude.
I just want to see. Look, trying
to see Andrea Lee get beat up.
Look, I just want a good fight.
That's why you said I'm saving her for Manon. That's what it was.
Look, I want a good fight. That's all.
Ooh, boy, she'll get ate up by Manon, bro. I'm sorry. Andrea Lee got a target on her back, bro. She do. And she try to act like she don't. Try to act like she's sweet. Man, she got a target on her back. Somebody go get Andrea Lee out of there, bro. I'm telling you.
You saw how Manon Fiorot was like, she was kind of heated that Marina Moreau pulled out of that fight. She was like, look, I'm ready to fight her tomorrow if I have to.
Right, yeah. Like, Manon might put Andrea Lee out of there. She gonna try. Like, Manon gonna go in there and try to put her out.
Yeah, she will.
Oh, boy. That's crazy. That's crazy that you say. You know Andrea gonna try to strike with her, too.
Oh, yeah. I see her trying to strike, but Manon's gas tank is good. That Manon's gas tank, I think her gas tank is a little better too.
But dog, you talking about Manon striking? Think of Manon striking right now. Put her in there with Valentina. What does it look like, bro?
Right.
What does Manon with Manon's style? What does Manon look like in there with Valentina?
Right now,
can she catch her?
Right now, I don't know if she could right now. I think there would be some adjustments made. Like, I know that Manon might land some good kicks in there just because she can throw them long body kicks. But I think there would be some scary moments. But it's not going to be winnable for Manon right now. Like, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be a danger until I see maybe a couple more fights on that Valentina level. Because, yeah, that's a little too high right now. But let's say she did make it to that level. I think the striking might be interesting. I'll put it that way. I think it could be interesting if she looks good in her next 3 fights, 3 or 4 fights.
She got size on Valentina?
Yeah, she got a little bit of size. I think she's like 5'7". She got 2-inch height advantage, and she's pretty big. You know, she got the wider shoulders. She's kind of built like Holly Holm, but you know that might not be a problem for Valentina. So, but she does got the size.
You're right about that. That might not be a problem for Valentina because Valentina fought Holly now.
Yeah. Neutralized.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think. You know what I'm saying? Like, Manon could be this threat, dude. Like, Manon could be this threat. You know what I'm saying? That's just lurking, like, in the shadows, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Manon there, bro, and she fighting and she's showing. You know what I'm saying? But ooh, like, dude, like, it's just like the pace of Manon Fiorot versus the pace that we see from Valentina. Like, even we seen Valentina pick up the pace in the fight with Jennifer Maia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Jennifer Maia wasn't throwing at her what is Valentina going to do when somebody throwing at her what Manon throwing at her? Even Holly wasn't throwing at her what Manon throws at people.
Yeah, because Holly kind of holds back a little bit. You hear her punches coming, but I think that Manon throws a little bit more intensity on her shot, and she can throw in bunches, you know. She throws in bunches sometimes. So one or two might get through. When she get to that level, one or two are gonna get through on Valentina. I think, you know, body kick or two might get in there, but we'll see how the reaction is to it. You know what I mean?
Stamina said, listen to BJ, who not long ago was trying to feed bras to Priscilla. Bro, I'm trying to feed them to Priscilla, bro. Because Priscilla gonna eat them up, dude. Like, I want them pretty girls. I want all them pretty girls in there with Priscilla castrated, bro. Every last one of them.
Good look, cause you thought I was feeding Andrea Lita Manon. Look, I just want to see a good fight. I'm gonna leave it like that. That's all. But man, let me get ready to roll out here. Any final thoughts you have, BJ?
No, man. You know, I appreciate you letting me come on and kick it with you, man. Nice WMMA talk tonight, bro.
Always, man. If you get on like Tuesday or tomorrow, Wednesday, you need to go over to your channel, man. We chop it up over there tomorrow night or something, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm down with that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, get on whatever it is talking about. I come over there too, man. We need to keep talking about some good fights coming up, man. What do you think? You pull it up tomorrow, man. Velasquez and Keelholtz fighting Friday, man. That's gonna be good.
I'm going and new, bro. I got and new, bro.
Okay.
You know, I feel like Denise Keelholtz gonna go after Juliana Velasquez. Like, Juliana Velasquez is not super active. You know what I'm saying? Like, she played that counter-striking role in there with Alima Malay and didn't land a whole lot of shots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just didn't land a lot of shots. I mean, they gave her that fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? They gave her that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I think Denise Keelholtz, man, she's aggressive. Very aggressive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to break that one down, man, a little bit later this week. But, all right, B, where can everybody follow you at, man?
Twitter, No Filter MMA, of course, at No Filter MMA, like you see, like on the screen. I don't know if they can see that or not. But No Filter MMA right here on YouTube, guys. Like and subscribe for sure.
All right, man. Well, I will catch you later, B.
Yes, sir.
Look, you be easy, man. We'll come on over your channel either, like I said, tomorrow or something, man.
I got you, man. I'll let you.
All right, later, man.
Later.
All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here now. Once again, I got to go get something to eat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Everybody coming through. Good conversation. I'm about to roll. Like always, make sure y'all subscribe. Combo